Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan coming to you on a Friday, my regular Friday, just a couple minutes shy of 6 p.m. Pacific time. So thank you for being here. This is when we do it. And hey, I'm Hansel's cousin. Wow, record. I think, yeah, again, I was on maybe I think you broke the record from last week. Quickest super chat tip ever. I didn't even get through my little unscripted intro. So thank you so much, Jordan. Good to see you. And you sent us an email, right, on the website on happyhealthyvegan.org. That was you, right, Hansel's cousins? No one was impersonating you. It was from Vegan Jordan, so I assumed it was you. But yeah, I just replied to that. I just saw that earlier today. Hello, everyone. Thank you, all our Happy Fam members. And you don't have to be happy, fam. It's good to see Bill back here. I know that my last many Friday live streams have coincided with Lakers games. I live in the LA area too, and I play basketball. I like to watch them, so I haven't been able to watch too many of their games lately. I mean, on Friday nights, I should say. But that's cool. At least YouTube has the highlights. And they're not doing that great this season, too, so I'm not missing too much. And plus, my main man, Austin Reeves, has been out for a couple weeks, too. So, anyway, let's see. I saw the ending of last night's game. Double overtime. Too bad they didn't pull it off. But yeah, good to see everybody. Hey, Robert and Fa Dieting and Foo. Foo's been on for a little bit. Good to see you back, Foo. Hope you are feeling better and doing well out there in Florida. Who else is here? Let's see. And regular non-happy fam. Yeah, if you want to know how to become a happy fam, that's the people with the green names and the little badges next to them. Just hit the join this channel. It's in the show description here. It's up near the subscribe button too. I think on maybe iOS it's not there, but it's everywhere else. But we have the link down in the show description for everyone. Let's see, Jordan, how long was your super chat? Thanks for the super chat tips there. Hey, and how long was your super chat? What do you mean by how long was your super chat, Jordan? I'm not sure what you mean. I was referring to the email I got off happyhealthyvegan.org. I'm just making sure that was you. I don't think anyone's impersonating you. Let me know if that wasn't you. I'm just making sure it was you. It said, love you guys. And who else is here? Nikki, and you're new here, Nikki. Cool. I'm glad you're checking us out. What brought you here? Did you just hear about the live streams? Because we do this every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So whatever time it is right now, this is when we start. I just came on a few minutes early because I have a little pre-flight checklist that I have here to make sure as much as I possibly can all the audio is working and all my sound effects and everything. I have all these weird little things I hook into the live streams here just to make sure it's all good. Cool, Jordan, that was you. Cool. I thought it was you, but I don't trust things in this day and age. There's so many weird people. We had someone impersonating Uncle. My uncle. That's one of our moderators here. Hey, Peter. Speaking of moderators, good to see you, Peter. So I just want to make sure no one's impersonating anyone. Cool. I'm glad that was you, Jordan. Awesome. So yeah, Nikki, welcome. We talk about all things vegan on these Friday live streams. So if you're new or a long-term vegan, an experienced vegan, this is your place. If you're new, you can get questions answered, support of we'll get up to near 100 fellow vegans. Hopefully that's kind of normal, 80, 90, 100 sometimes like that. And a great place to hang out with like-minded people. We have a very safe space here. If people come in and start attacking you guys, I have moderators that'll boot their asses out of here. You guys are safe. I don't allow the anti-vegans and trolls to start attacking you guys. So this is a safe space for all. So we can talk about any and all things vegan. And also too, speaking of haters and anti-vegans, I allow them on these Friday live streams to come and try to debunk veganism, basically. Give me your best argument, your best cogent reasoning, supported by an example or two. Just let me hear what you got. Or if you think I suck as a vegan or whatever, come and tell me. We'll listen to you. So anyway, Mart, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, Mart. Hey Jordan, what's that in super chat? Like the record I broke about the fastest super chat. Oh yeah, I think it was I was on maybe 10-15 seconds. So you may have broke last week's record, which is about 10 or 15 seconds. So Mark, What's your problem? Even the definition of murder. Why are we even talking about murder? This is Happy Healthy Vegan. We're not like a murder group or something like that. Do you have a problem with veganism, Mart? If you do, let me know. I don't understand. Even the definition of murder disagrees with you. Murder is the unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another. Didn't say anything about animals. Okay, don't call it murder, call it killing. Are you okay with that then? Are you fine if veganism doesn't call the killing of animals murder? Because, all right guys, get your drinks out. Let's check the definition of veganism and see if it says anything about people who eat animals are murderers, or if animals are murdered. And let's check it out here. It's a philosophy, a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practicable all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So I noticed no mention here of murder or any trigger words like that for you, Mark. So are you cool that veganism is not calling you out as being a murderer? Is that what your hope? Is that why you're here, Mark? You really thought veganism considers all non-vegans to be murderers? Did you truly believe that? Let me know if that's why you're here. Is that have you been carrying that belief around in your head all this time that, oh, those vegans think I'm a murderer? Let me know. I'm not sure what you thought veganism was, but we're against animal cruelty and exploitation. So let me know what murder has to do with this, because nowhere in the definition is the word murder mentioned or even suggested. I don't talk about murder stuff like that. So anyway, let me know what your idea was there, Mart. I don't understand. You're gonna have to elaborate a little bit more in a follow-up. Carl, yes, it's funny how the definition of veganism is the same every week. I know it doesn't change, unless you're one of these people that think that the vegan society's definition is antiquated and outdated and needs to be tossed in the garbage can. And I mean, there's people that do suggest that. But anyway, hey, Uncle and Jen Marie, how's it going, guys? And Terry, hey, Terry Jones, how are you? Let's see, Michael wants to know, do I include non-animal sentient beings in my sphere of moral consideration? What are you referring to? I'm having trouble, maybe I'm tired from the gym today, I don't know. Non-animal sentient beings. Are you talking about plants? Are you talking about space aliens that are made out of carrots? Like, what are you talking about? I'm just curious, what do you mean by non-animal sentient beings? The only things that I'm aware of that are sentient are from this planet. I allow that there's space aliens, and in fact I hope there are. I believe that there probably are some kind of intelligent life out there that's aware of itself and probably more intelligent than we are. But anyway, I'm not sure what you're talking about, so be specific. Don't beat it around the bush. What are you talking about? Are you talking about plants? Are you talking about rocks? Are you talking about plastic? Like, what are you talking about? I love you too, Jordan. Thanks. That's what I said back in that email to you, Jordan. Yeah, we love you too. Thanks for all your super chat tips. That's really hard to say sometimes. Super chat tips. Super chit taps, I think I was going to say. Hey, Sarah's here. How's it going? Hey, Michael. Thanks for the first, wow. I was going to say the first Streamlabs super chat here.
Love all the debunking you do of anti-vegan nonsense. As a complete digression, when was the last time you had a complete analog session with your wonderful Riga Tornadable?
Oh, thanks, Michael. Thank you for that kind, super kind and super generous super chat tip there through Streamlabs. If anyone wants to leave a donation or super chat, yeah, the YouTube built-in one is totally fine. I don't turn it off like some YouTubers do. But yeah, the one I've pinned up top, we should have a bot chatting about it too. Anyway, Streamlabs is my preferred one because unlike YouTube, who takes 40%, I believe, from the super chat tips, Streamlabs doesn't take anything from creators, so we get pretty much 100% of it. So either way, it's all good. I appreciate it either way. It all goes to us. I haven't had a good listening session with my Rega turntable back there. You see my Rega P7 back there. I have to be honest, I haven't used it all that much, and I definitely haven't listened to it this year. I don't, I find I just don't grab vinyl all that often. I mean, it's cool when I do, but I just don't do it all that often. So I hope I didn't disappoint you there. It's probably been maybe 4 months or so since I dragged out some vinyl and chilled out. Michael wants, okay, about the non-animal sentient beings. Aliens? Okay, yeah, I said there's probably sentient aliens. Okay, and yeah, where do you want to go with that? It is marked back. It's not murder to end an animal's life. Again, Mart, let's look in the definition of veganism here, Mart. We said that here. We said that we're against animal cruelty and exploitation. So you can call it murder if you want. You don't want to. Some vegan activists can say murder. Some can say killing. Some can say slaughtered. Who cares about the verbiage exactly, Mart? Because the bottom line is an animal's life is being ended needlessly and intentionally. So in some circles, some people would say, well, necessary components of murder are intentionality rather than like accidentally driving over and hitting someone. That's manslaughter typically. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm saying there's some elements of murder, but who cares what you call it? You can call it Z-Box 7. Who cares what you call it? The bottom line is an animal's life is being ended. So do we agree upon that? So would you become vegan if we all agree to not use the word murder? Does that offend your baby ears or something? I'm not sure why you're harping on about murder for. Who cares what it's called? Murder, killing, slaughter, whatever. Z-Box 7, a sentient being's life is being ended needlessly and intentionally. So anyway, hey, Jordan. Oh, you're sending Angie's birthday present. Oh, thanks for the super chat there, and thanks for that, guys. Thanks for sending Angie your birthday present. You do have our P.O. box, right? You have that from prior times, right? Angie was asking about that. If not, we'll get you the P.O. box for sure. But you probably have it from past orders or past things you've sent to us. Yeah, if you don't know what you're talking about, yeah, for our Happy Fam members, Angie started spontaneously a live stream just for channel members because she doesn't want to deal with people like Mart and others trying to debunk veganism or nitpick weird definitions or words and stuff like that. She just wants to talk to people who are cool and chill and relaxed about veganism. So she did one last Wednesday, and that's where you guys got word her birthday is coming up in early February. I got to get my thing together and get her a gift before it's too late. But Angie's talking about doing that more regularly, guys. So if you guys are Happy Fam members, she's talking about doing one again maybe next week. She's saying tell you guys that she's thinking about doing them like once every week or every other week. So like 2 to 4 Angie only live streams a month for our channel members. So another little perk there for you guys. And you can get that just from the lowest tier of Happy Fam. We're not just trying to squeeze a couple bucks out of you. We just like that filtering because, Angie doesn't want to deal with all the weird people that I deal with regularly. Weird meaning, you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, Mart, okay, what is your argument? I see you fighting with people, Mart. So just tell me. So you don't think dogs are that smart? Compared to what? Compared to a human being? Yeah, but compared to like say, an amoeba or something, or a bird, maybe so. But what's your point? Why are you here, Mart? Do you have a question for me, or do you want to provide some example for me of why veganism is wrong or bad? Just tell me instead of fighting with my people here. Just talk to me. I told everyone this is a safe space. I don't want anyone attacking anyone. So please, Mark, tell me if you have some kind of debunk of veganism that you want to get off your chest. Spend a moment, clear your thoughts, type in some kind of cogent or vaguely cogent, argument or debunking. If you have any kind of actual examples to support your position, I would love to see that too. But if you're just going to come here and fight with people, I'm going to kick you out of here. Okay, that's one of the rules we have: is you don't have free reign to attack our viewers. So if you want to attack anyone or anything, come to me and tell me what your argument is to debunk veganism or your problem. Address me. If I see you talking to anyone else, I'm going to kick your ass out of here, okay? So anyway, hey VLAM, good morning, good to see you. Wascoop, what do I think about take enzymes for digestion? I don't do it, but if it works for you, cool. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist or anything like that. But if it helps you digest, cool. I personally don't find I need any assistance in digesting. I digest just fine. Lucas, once you adopted a vegan philosophical lifestyle, what other parts of my life did I start to reconsider? No, I studied philosophy. I started that in the late 80s and ended it in the early 90s as far as my academic pursuit of philosophy went. So I've been reconsidering pretty much everything in life all the time. If you have anything specific. Okay, so Mart is here to debunk veganism. Mart, what's it? Did you hear that vegan who murdered innocent people? What are you talking about? You saying there's a vegan murderer? No, I didn't hear about a vegan who murdered people. So, what's your point? Are you saying like veganism is debunked because there's one vegan murderer? Do you know how many murderers that are out there who are not vegan? We're talking like 99.999% of murderers are not vegan. What's your point? So you're saying who is this vegan murderer? I'm just curious. I'm not saying that's a horrible thing to mention, but tell me who this is and how does that have any relevance on veganism, Mart? So this is the bed you're gonna have to, the grave you're digging, whatever they call it. This is where you're gonna fight here. This is your debunk of veganism, that there's a vegan murderer. So please tell me who this is and how this even relates to me as a vegan. Because I didn't murder any innocent people and people in my live stream here haven't. So what does that mean? It's like, did you hear about the vegan guys that are like in the NBA? Everyone should be an NBA player. Then I'm not sure if I follow your reasoning. Let's see, what's that, Peter? I'm pretty sure if you murder humans, it might debunk you from veganism. Yeah, you might debunk yourself out from veganism, huh? Uncle, I once heard there was a religious zealot that murdered. Yeah, there's been many times when religious zealots from many kinds of religion, Buddhism, Muslim, Christianity, have murdered other people. Are those religions debunked? So I'm not sure where you're going with this. So I really want to know, Mark, why did you even mention this? I think it is bad they let him eat vegan in prison. That's unfair. They should have refused to give him vegan food. So again, why are you telling me this? What is your point? Do you have a conclusion that you're trying to work towards? Because you're taking way too long. So just tell me. So you just came here to tell me that there was a guy who was vegan and he went to prison for murder, and you feel like he should not be able to eat plants. Is that what you're saying? They should force meat down his throat? Is that what you're saying? And that's why you came here tonight, to tell me that there's a guy in prison who refuses to eat animal products. He just eats the plants, and you think that's wrong. Do I understand you clearly? Is that why you're here, to tell me you feel like they should force feed meat into a guy's mouth? That sounds pretty evil and fascist, to force feed people stuff. Is that what you're saying? Force feed people in prison. That sounds barbaric and doesn't sound too American, assuming this happened in the United States. But who is this vegan murderer guy? Can you tell me more? I'm quite curious. All right, so hey, Woodleaf, what is La Donna Decima? Our song La Donna Decima from Love Spirals Downwards mean? It doesn't mean anything, as far as I know. If I can remember back to when Suzanne and I wrote that song way back when, I don't think it means anything. Yeah, Peter, I just saw that Lisa Marie Presley died yesterday, she's my age, this is crazy, like of heart disease, so shows you. I was like talking about, number one cause of death is heart disease. Nothing to be taken lightly. But you have so many people come here. LDL cholesterol. It's a myth by big pharma. Sugar gives you heart disease. Just nonsense like that kills people. Mart, because he murdered people, so he shouldn't have any choice. So okay, well, is that why you came here to tell us? So you're telling me about this unnamed murderer. When did this happen? So you're upset that he's in prison and he should be force-fed meat. Is that what you came here to tell us? You believe this guy in prison should have no choice and they should hold his mouth open and cram meat into it? If you believe that is cruel and unusual punishment, to force people to eat food. I don't think that should happen in the United States. Okay, thanks, Mart. Brian Koberger. I'm gonna Google him. Let's see if this name turns up anything. As far as someone who murdered people. Let's just go check it out here. Just totally curious. All right, let's see what you got here. Vegan. All right, oops, I can't type again. All right. Brian Koberger, vegan. Okay. Oh, it's a new story. Idaho jail will try to accommodate Brian Koberger's vegan diet. Okay, the Idaho jail holding accused college student serial killer Brian Koberger will attempt to accommodate his vegan diet. Okay, so you think they should force feed him? Okay, well, thanks for sharing your opinion with us. That you believe that in prison they should hold a man's mouth open and just put crap in there he doesn't want to eat. He's just going to spit it out. You can't force someone to chew or swallow something. But if that's the kind of environment you think we should live in, where people in prison are forced to eat stuff they don't want to eat, that sounds like cruel and unusual punishment, to force people to eat things they don't want. But all right, so if that's all you want to tell us, Mart, I'm glad you shared your opinion that you believe people in prison should be force-fed meat against their will. That's your opinion. You're very welcome to have that opinion, and great. Let's move on. If he doesn't eat meat, he can starve. Well, last time I checked, I've never been incarcerated, but last time I checked, prison just doesn't put meat on a plate. There's I'm sure there's like the food groups, that don't include meat. So I'm sure this Brian dude could eat the other things and probably won't die of starvation. He'll probably lose some weight, probably won't get quite the calories that they're planning. But you're trying to say he should be carnivore. Why can't this Brian dude just eat what they give him on the plate? Assuming they said they're going to try to accommodate his vegan diet, but let's say they don't try to accommodate his vegan diet to satisfy Mart here. They just gave him a regular prisoner's meal every meal. He could just eat the plants, right? I mean, he's not going to die or anything. He just eat the plants. I don't know why people have a fantasy like it's all meat or something. That's pretty wild. Anyway, let's move on, Mart. Thank you for bringing this up, and we are going to move on. All right. GG, carnivore for life. You feel amazing on it? Okay, good for you, GG. Is there anything else you want to tell us about that other than how amazing you feel? If you want to tell us some actual, if you're here to debunk veganism, give us an argument rather than, I feel great, awesome. I mean, I could tell I feel freaking great too, So if you have some kind of argument to debunk veganism, that'd be awesome. But if you're just here to share your personal perception of your well-being, awesome. I'm glad you shared it, and we'll move on if you don't have anything else. Yeah, Gigi, why are you here? Did you just come here to tell us that you feel great eating all meat? Is that, you thought that would be cool to come to a vegan live stream and say, hey, I'm carnivore, I feel awesome. Well, hey, what we have you here, Gigi, tell us. Okay, so GGG, are you saying plants are, if you eat plants, you're going to be nutritionally deficient? Is this what this is what you came here to inform us about? You're here to help us, right? You're here to educate us. So is that what your position is, GG, that vegan diets are inherently nutritionally deficient? Is that what you're here to tell us? Yes or no, GG? Mart, I didn't say anything. I said thank you for sharing your opinion that this vegan prisoner should be force-fed meat. He doesn't have the freedom to choose to eat plants only. I guess you don't believe in freedom. Okay. Anyway, GGG here. Please answer my question. If you're here to debunk veganism, you're gonna have to follow the rules here, which is to answer my questions. Are you here to tell us that vegan diets are inherently nutritionally inadequate? Yes or no? Just answer my question, GG. Yeah, how do they find the vegan streams, huh, Trini? Totally good point. Yeah, Jen points out, okay, I'm less deficient on a vegan diet. So GGG, can you explain how, okay, there's just two ways to approach this, GGG. Well, okay, that's your belief. That's your opinion. Okay, thanks for answering yes, GGG, that you believe that vegan diets are nutritionally deficient. So since that's your belief or opinion, can you share with me any health organization from anywhere in the world. It could be a worldwide one like the World Health Organization or United Nations. It could be national ones like the British National Health Service, stuff like that. Can you cite me any health organization from anywhere in the world that supports what you're saying here, that says that don't eat vegan, it's nutritionally deficient, you shouldn't do it? Can you share with me anything? Not some carnivore doctor guy that takes his shirt off and look at me, I got big man boobs, carnivore rocks. I'm not talking about the opinion of a person. I'm talking about the opinion of a health organization that put out a position statement that they're so certain about what they're saying after looking at the scientific literature. They put out a position statement saying that vegan diets are nutritionally adequate. So let me know. So Gigi, I don't know. That they don't have your best. That's your opinion. Again, let me know if you know of any health organization from anywhere in the world that has reviewed the scientific literature and supports what you're saying. Yes or no. Again, I don't care about some shirtless dude on YouTube or Instagram ranting on. I'm caring about actual professionals, PhDs, doctors, medical doctors, nutritionists, biochemists, researchers that understand this PhD level evidence and can sort through it and form a position. So let me know, GGG, if you have any evidence to support you as far as the opinion of any kind of health organization. Let me know, GG. So you can say yes or no. Okay, so GGG, doctors are irrelevant. That's what you're saying. Don't trust the opinions of doctors. Instead, trust the opinions of non-trained professionals, people that don't have any experience in the science, the research, and can understand the evidence. Okay, that's your position, GGG. All right, so you can leave now because we are evidence-based. We don't believe in bullshit and woo-woo and influencers and conspiracy theories and don't believe the narrative. Health organizations don't have your interest at heart. No, these carnivore influencers, they're the ones that care about you. Now, we don't believe in bullcrap like that. We believe in evidence. We're not here to entertain conspiracy theories. So if that's all you got, GG, you can go find another live stream. What's our natural diet? What do you mean now? Can you find any health organization that's come out and said eating all meat? It's funny that you guys think it's our natural diet. It's funny how our ancestors were hunters and gatherers. You guys like the hunter part, but kind of brush aside the gathering, which means they were gathering plants to eat. You guys have this fantasy. Oh, my ancient caveman people just ate meat all the time. Like, no, they didn't have an infinite supply of meat year round or anything. That's just a ridiculous fantasy. So we're going to put GG in timeout right now. It's so we can show GG some evidence-based information, which I know GG doesn't care about. GG would rather listen to some shirtless dude on social media rather than look at positions of, say, like, let's go take a look at, yikes, 1 second, guys. Let's take a look at, say, Dietitians of Canada, British National Health Service, British Nutrition Foundation, Dietitians Association of Australia, Mayo Clinic, Heart and Stroke Foundation. We have the position paper of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, and they're all pretty much saying the same thing, that appropriately planned vegan diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits for the prevention and treatment of certain diseases, and they are appropriate for all stages of life, including, pregnancy, lactation, infancy, all the way into adulthood, old age, and including athletes. So there we go. We have health organizations of all kinds supporting what I'm saying here, that appropriately planned plant-based vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for all people in all stages of life. And furthermore, I know Gigi can't respond right now, but let's just put this into this theory into practice. If vegan diets were nutritionally inadequate, which mean I'd be missing all sorts of essential nutrients and crap like that. I haven't had any meat or dairy in over 12 years now. How come I'm not dead? Shouldn't I be dead if meat were essential or something like that? like oxygen is essential. Without oxygen, you'd be dead. Water is essential. Without water, you'd be dead. How come I'm not dead yet? And how come I have blood labs, which are quite great for someone of my age? Secondly, I have athleticism. I can slam dunk at age 55. I can beat guys at basketball who play in high school, college, even some pros sometimes on their bad days. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good. So if you're talking about, in Gigi's a word, something like only looks and how you feel matter. So let's take Gigi out her word here, or his word, that only how you look and how you feel matter. I feel effing amazing, and I look pretty damn good for 55. I'm not just saying I'm the most handsome or beautiful 55-year-old man in the world. I'm just saying I'm doing pretty good. I know what other 55-year-olds look like. You know, they don't slam dunk. They, I mean, there's a couple. I mean, there's a few out there. I'm just saying they usually have trouble walking without pain. So anyway, let's get back to this. This is not about me. I'm just saying I showed the examples. You know, I showed the examples from around the world. Oops, let me show the ones again from around the world. And I showed shared my personal experience. So there we go. Reactron. Should I ban you, Reactron? I look like I'm dead. It's funny how it's funny how I'll show you I beat people at the gym all the time in one-on-one basketball. I'll show you. I'm editing a video right now. I beat I think he's 16 or 17. He's a high school star player. I beat him one-on-one, and at the end of the game, I told him my age, and he said, "That's ridiculous." I'll show you the video. I mean, I'm editing. It'll probably be out Monday. He said, "That's just plain ridiculous. How healthy I look, how young I look, how well I can move at 55. He thought I was 30. So yeah, Reacton. How can someone think I'm looking like I'm almost dead when I'm like, you know, when a guy thought it was ridiculous that I could be so athletic and at age 55. So yeah, Reacton, I don't believe you at all. You're just some lying idiot. Yeah, let's look at the channel rules, huh? Thank you, Uncle. Let's take a look at the rules here. These are the basic rules we expect everyone to conduct themselves by here. Be civil. No personal attacks like ageism or attractivism. I think you're ugly. Like, who gives a crap? I could be ugly and still speak truth. I can still have a logical argument. No racism, sexism, ageism. So I think Spectron or whatever is in jeopardy of violating number 1. Number 2, no spamming or trolling. Could be trolling. And when trying to debunk veganism, we'll discuss only one of your claims at a time. Don't keep bringing up new crap, throwing poop on the wall. Just one argument, one example, or one argument. You can have several examples to support that argument. Just one topic, and that's it. So anyway, so let me know if I need to ban anyone. And also too, I give free reign to our moderators to time out or block anyone who's violating any of these rules. These are just simple rules of civil conduct. They're not rules to, you know, this is a low bar. It's like what you need to do to not get fired from your job. You just can't go up to your boss or coworkers and start being racist or sexist or ageist to them, or, you know, they're just basic. This is, like I said, a low bar. I'm not some kind of fascist authoritarian here. This is how you should conduct yourself if you're in my house. Whew. No, I haven't seen that movie yet, JL. Where can I see that at? Hey, Diablo Sal, how's it going? Yeah, I almost got my Blunders RR character on our account on chess.com. I'm really close to 1100 now. Maybe another day or two. Hey, Foo. Yeah, Foo is back. He's been back, Sarah. Bill says he's old, fat, and ugly, but he doesn't exploit animals. Yeah, no, let's look at the definition of veganism once again. Where does it say that vegans have to be the most beautiful, perfect people in the world? It has nothing to do with appearance. It's a philosophy against animal cruelty and exploitation. You could be fat and ugly, and that's what veganism has nothing to do with personal appearance. It's funny how carnivore people love to turn it on. It's about appearances and stuff. It's so shallow. Like, you know, that's all carnivore is. Like, oh, look at how great I look. It has nothing to do with anything else. That's really lame. Cool, JL. Shortlisted for the Oscar for Best International Film. Wow, I've not heard of that. Awesome. I like to eat dogs. Should we ban this person just like that? Because you're already violating one of our rules here about you're trolling with a stupid name like that. If you like burgers, there's such a thing as vegan burgers. There's simple, like, bean patty burgers if you like unprocessed food. If you like your burger to taste and smell and cook like a burger, there's Beyond Burger, there's Impossible Burger. So that's not a reason. Oh, you'll never eat a burger again. No, you can eat burgers 3 times a day. You can eat burgers all day as a vegan. So shall we just ban them, guys? Let me know. We should ban them. Just eat one. Eat like a dog. That's it. Hey, vegan bear, how is it? Hey, Graven Babies. How's it going, Graven Babies? If I haven't said hi to you yet. Mart, Ryan, you don't agree? You don't agree. People who murder other humans deserve all their rights taken away, as they taken away all the rights forever. No, they don't. If someone is convicted of murder, doesn't mean they have lost all their rights. Doesn't mean they should be taken out into a town square where people could throw rocks or poop on them. Doesn't mean you could tie them up and start kicking them. Doesn't mean you can do things. It doesn't mean all the rights. They have basic rights like Geneva Convention rights. So, and one of the Geneva Convention rights is to eat food. So I understand why you want to change the laws of the United States of America such that if you're convicted of murder, you've lost all rights. They can just tie you up in a town square naked and start burning you and stuff like that, or just have people throw rocks or poo on you or something like that. That's what Mart believes here, is that people convicted of murder, I'm not trying to say they're good or anything like that, but they do have some basic Geneva Convention type rights. You just can't do whatever you want to them, Mart. Yeah, Martin needs to maybe read the Constitution. You just can't do whatever you want to a convicted criminal. Wow, what kind of crazy country would this be, huh? That's a good idea there, Bill. A virtual cage, huh? Hey, Jesse, you said you've been watching our content for a while, but this is the first live stream you actually caught, though. Cool. Well, what helped you out today, Jesse? Let me know where you're at roughly. You don't have to give me all your location or anything like that, but I know I come on at a time that's tough for many people, like say in Europe, or people who go to bed early on the East Coast. But yeah, if you can come, this is when we do it. Yeah, come on. I came on about half an hour ago. So whatever time it is now for you, subtract 30 minutes. That's when I come on Fridays. Oh, Diablo Sal, eating bananas right now. Awesome. I like to eat dogs. You're talking about Beyond Steak. Let's come back with a different name, okay? I like to eat dogs. I just don't even want to see your name anymore. So I'm glad you're being cool, but your name is bumming me off and pissing me off. So come back on a different account, okay? Or else we're gonna block your account here, okay? Nothing that you've said. Just your name is completely trolling, and that goes against our rules here. Oh, okay, you're in Atlanta. So is that East Coast time or one time zone over? Either way, yeah, you work early, usually, so you were lucky. Awesome. Well, if you're ever free again, we do this all the time. Again, dogs, come back with a different account. I'm going to block you right now. I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm actually going to block this account, dogs, because I don't like this name. So come back with a different, name, because again, we just look at my basic rules here. We have a rule against trolling, and that name is totally trolling here. Rule number 2, no spamming or trolling. So you're just trolling with that stupid name. So come back with a different name and we can have a friendly conversation. All right, yeah, hopefully no bad feelings or anything, okay? Just keeping it cool here. Heidi, Candace Owens says all sorts of crazy stuff. More animals die for veganism. Like, where's her numbers? Is she just making that up? Again, why does she just say she's from Planet Z-Box 7 like all these other anti-vegans that make nonsense up and just pull crap out of their butt? She's just flinging poop on her wall. more animals die for veganism than meat eating, and that vegans hate people. No. I mean, some vegans hate people, like say that vegan YouTuber who I banned. You guys know what I'm talking about. A certain dude who's kind of like an extremist. He hates people. Yeah, some vegans do hate people. And a lot of anti-vegans hate people too. They hate me. They hate other vegans just for the fact that we're vegan. Not for anything I've ever done in my life or anything like that. Like I killed a guy or something like that or whatever, or cheated or something like that. No, just because I chose a lifestyle for myself that doesn't involve animal products, and people hate me for that. So yeah, it sounds like Candace Owens hates vegans herself. So how is she any better than these horrible vegans that she imagines we all are? A medical LSD card. I don't know if I ever lived to see that day, Pooh, huh? Graven baby. Soylent Green is made of plants now. Used to be made of humans. So that's progress, huh? Let's see, VLAM, did you check out the article you sent on Twitter? Yeah, I thought I got a message in my inbox today. Yeah, you wanted me to discuss something, right? Yeah. I forgot what it was. Let me just go to my inbox again really quick. Let's see. The vegans ramp up farmland buying campaign. Yeah, I'll check that out. I hadn't heard about that. Thanks for sharing with me, V. That sounds interesting. I'll definitely want to check that out. I don't know if I can make a video about it or not. We'll see. We'll see what I can dig up out of it. Jasper, am I going to do a video about Dr. Ekberg, 100 tablespoons of butter a day? No, I'll save that for Mike the Vegan. Did he do that? That's more his thing there. I don't really feel like I should, play nutritionist or something like that. We all know that sucks, on so many levels. So, what can I say? That's stupid and dumb. That's going to be my video. Cat Crafter, is it just me? I get nothing but the chat bubble or something. Hang on, let me check something. Let me check a setting here really quick, guys. Make sure everything is kosher. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I just clicked something. I restarted something. Let's see if it's any better. Humane cannibalism. That's you again, right? You need help being vegan. All right, we'll play along with you. Tell us what kind of help you're looking for, all right? And let's see if we can give it to humane cannibalism. Thanks for coming back with a better name, okay? Hey, Vegan Metalhead. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Vegan Metalhead.
Forgive my humble abode, rotting bodies clogging the commode. Please pardon the stench in the trunk of a man lying on the workbench. Out by the shed are buzzing hives made of human heads. The gestation of larva tells us the time of death. Sorry, had to.
What is that? Is that a lyric from a metal song or something? That's quite creative there. Hello, Johnny Bravo. How is it? I'll check out that article, VLAM, the vegan land movement, how the livestock farmers are freaking out is hilarious. That'll probably be the story right there, huh? The freaking out of the victims, the livestock farmers, the victims, right? Let's see. Graven babies. Your neighbor has an angel plant. Are you talking about Brugmansia or deadly nightshade? Because we have some Brugmansia plants here. I've never taken it because they're crazy. I read some of the trip reports. They're insane. It makes like LSD look like smoking weed or something like that. I don't want to be going down that road of all the drugs anyway. But yeah, don't do Brugmansia if you got that. But yeah, we have a Brugmansia plant or two here. Let's see. He dig that name, huh? Humane cannibalism. G-Man, do I think this is a great question, actually. Do I think anti-vegan influencers are a big problem, and do I have compassion for the people they con? I just don't understand how people can watch, say, a VD video or any of these numbskulls and actually believe it, because it's so stupid how they'll just find an old photo of someone and they freeze it. Look at Ryan looks like that because he's vegan, and here's a photo of him when he started his channel 9 years ago, and I have long hair and I'm 9 years younger. Look how much better he looks from 2013. No, when I freeze framed him, like that, you know? It's like, how it's so stupid. I mean, anyone who buys that, I don't know if I have too much compassion for them, because they're just want to believe, and she could show anything and they'll believe it, or they're too stupid to understand like what's going on, the simple thing she's doing there, the simple deception. It's just, it blows my mind. I don't get it. Yes, I'm the cult leader, Sarah. Zesty boy, look at happy, healthy vegan supporting the Matrix. Such a good agent. Well, come here, tell me more, Zesty boy. You're quite zesty. Let's put you up on the poop wall here. Please explain more. What is this stuff I am doing here? What is this Matrix and agent stuff? Are we in some kind of conspiracy theory? Be specific. Tell me exactly what you're talking about. I will hear you out. Just be specific. Don't speak in riddle or rhyme or anything, Zesty boy. So let's put you on the poop wall for everyone to see.
Board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
All right. So yeah, let's tell me more, Zesty boy. What do you got going here? So what is supporting the Matrix, and how am I a good agent? I am the vegan cult leader. Oh, I'm not wearing the cult leader. I'm wearing It Doesn't Suck Being Vegan. So yeah, please tell us more here. I'd love to hear more about how I'm an agent in the Matrix. This ought to be good. This sounds like conspiracy theory, like 101 here. So let's see. Plants actually feel pain. So you're a plant activist like Joe Rogan, huh?
Oh, cruelty free. Yeah. Not to those screaming plants that you can't hear. They fucking scream, man. Right. They make noise. They know when they're being eaten.
Oops. All right, so plants feel pain. Do animals feel pain? Just kind of curious. Plants. That should be plants. I didn't copy and paste properly. Plants feel pain. Even though plants don't have brains or central nervous system, so we have a plant activist here. And as I always say, when we are fortunate enough to be blessed with the presence of a plant activist fighting for the voiceless, moveless plants, I don't think that's a word. Bless you and your soul for having so much compassion in your heart. So this compassion that you have for non-sentient beings that have no brains or central nervous systems, do you have the same for animals? Just kind of curious what you plant activists actually eat. Do you guys just you don't eat plants, you just eat animals instead because plants are sentient, animals are not? Just kind of curious. Yeah, plant activists are funny. It's like we get more plant activists now than ever before. So let me know, Mr. Plant Activist there. Are you do you have the same strength of your convictions or your compassion for plants as you do for animals? We'd all love to know this. Terry, he keeps repeating the same ridiculous argument over and over. Who? Zesty boy? I haven't even seen an argument. He's just Ooh, I made a typo here. My bad here. Oops. Gosh, I'm messing up here. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. I played too much basketball. My vegan deterioration was so strong, I couldn't pull myself away from all the games of basketball I played today. So anyway, so Zesty Boy, answer my question. The same compassion that you have for the kale and blades of grass, do you have a similar compassion for animals? Yes or no? And do you know that animals eat, as people are pointing out, that animals eat the vast majority of plants that are produced in the world. Humans aren't eating them, plants are. So if you're truly a plant activist and want to minimize suffering to plants, you would have no choice to be vegan, because livestock consume way more plant material than humans ever possibly could. So again, if you are truly interested in reducing the harm for plants, you have no choice but to be vegan. Hey, Metalhead. Thanks. I was wondering what you were quoting there. Let's see what that was. Thanks for the super chat tip there. You were quoting a body farm by cattle decapitation, which flips the script on what humans do to animals. Okay, I knew you were doing something there. All right, so yeah, I guess we've had enough plant activism for the time being. It's always lovely to hear that people are so interested in the rights of plants and don't give a crap about animals whatsoever. You know, it really boggles my mind. They're going to picket and fight for the rights of plants, but kill all the animals, the things that have brains and central nervous systems, who can be aware, self-aware, have conscious experience and thoughts and feelings and fear, emotions like that. But screw them. Let's fight for these plants which are brainless. And yeah, you guys are amazing people. Bless you all for fighting for those plants. Oh, we have another plant activist, Calais. So this compassion we have for plants, is it shared amongst to animals? I'm just curious if you're so concerned about the well-being of a blade of grass or a Venus flytrap. Do you share that compassion for the well-being of say a cow in a slaughterhouse? Just curious. All right, humane cannibalism. You guys want to block him? He's just trolling us. He's violating our rule here. He's just freaking trolling us as we blocked his other account. So you can keep creating accounts and we'll just keep blocking you. So Peter or Uncle. See, number 2 here, no spamming or trolling. It's so obvious you're trolling us. And I'm not saying this with any meanness or anything. I'm not pissed at you. You're just violating our rules and I'm just doing what I say we're going to do. We block people. So yeah. Uncle or Peter, could you please block our troll? Looks like you already did, so thank you so much. Save me from having to click the right button here because I can and often click the wrong one. So anyway, chip implants. Yep. If vegans have chip implants, my whole body must be like a giant cluster of chips. I'm just emanating. When I walk through the metal detectors, it just sounds it off. I have so much metal and silicon in me. Kalel, plants don't have a brain. Yeah, we know plants don't have a brain, obviously, but they do have some sort of thing like a brain. Like where? Say, let's talk about an apple tree. Where is the brain of an apple tree? Is it in the trunk? Is it in the leaves? Is it in a branch? Is it in the apples themselves? Just point to where this brain-like thing is. Don't say it has a brain-like thing. Be specific. What is it called? If there's a brain-like structure in a plant, there would be a name for it because it would have been studied and observed. Again, we are evidence-based. We're not just woo-woo based or opinion-based. We are evidence-based. So please name this brain-like structure that plants have. And I'd like to know where it is in an apple tree. Just curious. I'm an undercover cyborg, huh? What's that Hakan? I came across some people that haven't ever taken any B12 supplement and they don't eat or drink stuff that supplemented B12. They have no B12 deficiency after 40 years. What's my thoughts on that? I don't know. I'm not a medical doctor. I have no idea anything about that. I do know for a fact, though, I was vegan for 5 or 6 years before I even considered taking a B12 supplement. And it wasn't because I was deficient. I was still quite strong. My numbers were 450. They say, below 200 is deficient. I was far from deficient, but I started taking a supplement after 5 or 6 years just to be a good role model for people who are watching our show. And the show is nothing wrong with taking a supplement or anything like that. Now my B12 levels are double that even, 900, 1,000, something like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. So I don't know what to say about people's B12 levels and how that relates to never eating anything ever with B12. I don't know. Not my wheelhouse. I'm a musician. Hey, Skycross, how's it going? Yeah, but B12 can be stored. You're exactly right, though, Bill Sieber. I know about that. That's why I wasn't deficient after 5-6 years. It stores in your body, and from what I understand, it takes quite a while for it to drain out. But hey, I'm not a doctor, nutritionist. Talk to someone who's more educated and trained in nutrition and biology than a guy like me, who's a philosopher by training and a musician by profession. Abel, what's my thoughts, my philosophical opinion on buying secondhand clothing with animal products like leather or wool? Well, I'm not sure how that differs if it's secondhand. If you went to a store and on one rack is brand new, on another rack right next to it, it's secondhand, you're still, it's still the same thing. You're bringing something home with you. I'm not sure how the secondhandness has anything to do with morality or anything like that. I think it's not even really a philosophical question. It's just for me. If I were to wear a secondhand or firsthand or thirdhand leather jacket, or have a leather wristband for my watch. I mean, what does that say as a vegan activist? It says, hey, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with wearing animal products. I mean, doesn't that seem like I would be like a walking contradiction if I'm all animals, rights, no animal exploitation or cruelty, yet I'm wearing a leather jacket and a leather wristwatch, and people say, hey, what's up with that? It's like, well, hey, it's secondhand. Like, how does that make it? What I'm saying is, if you're wearing something, you're either verbally or tacitly promoting it. You're saying to the world, either like explicitly or non-explicitly, that, hey, this is cool, this is okay, I'm okay with wearing this, just like I would never wear a swastika Hitler shirt or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If I were, I'd be saying, hey, stuff's cool, which it ain't, obviously. So it's the same kind of thing. You'd be sharing the world, I'm okay with this kind of stuff. I'm okay with leather jackets. So that's my answer to that. Where can you find our music? You can find it all over. It's every streaming service. You name the streaming service, you can find Love Spirals and Love Spirals Downwards On. We have music videos here on YouTube. Love Spirals Official is our channel. But yeah, any music service, Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, I think Tidal and Pandora, all that stuff, it's there. So what else am I missing out here? Plants have brain-like command centers in their root tips. Really? Brain-like command centers in their root tips. So brain-like, I mean, that's kind of vague. The thing is, do these brain-like structures have the ability to produce consciousness? A conscious experience? Do they have idle thoughts like you and I do? Everyone knows that plants are alive and they can react to their environment. They know the difference between night or day, hot and cold. Flowers close up at night and they bloom in the day. Flowers don't have conscious, intentional thought. No flower ever said or had the thought, you know what? I know I'm supposed to close the flower petal at night, but I'm going to be a maverick. I'm going to show them who's boss. I'm going to keep mine open all night because I want to do it and just be different. Said no flower ever. So yeah, we're not denying that they're alive and can react to their environment, but they don't have idle thoughts. They don't have intentionality. They are not sentient. But again, let's just say they are. Are you like this compassion you have for plants? Do you share that for animals? Bottom line, you guys have never answered that. It's funny how you try to talk about how we should have compassion for plants, yet you don't have any compassion for an animal about to be slaughtered. No, I'm a crap bass player, Bucci. I'm not a good bass player at all. I wish I was a good bass player. I can kind of get it done, but I'm not a great bass player. I'm always at awe when I see someone playing bass well. I just don't have good tone in my fingers. I can play with a pick, that's cheating, but bass is best played with your fingers, and I just don't have good tone. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, David T. Here's the whole bottom line here. All these dumb questions about plants have brains and blah, blah. Why do meat addicts/eaters feel so threatened and challenged by vegans? Yeah, why are you guys here picking on us and saying this dumb stuff? They always feel the need to shut us down or convince us that we must return to eating meat. Yeah, they're trying to say, well, plants have some really vague, imprecise form of consciousness, so we might as well just eat cows, pigs, and chickens, who are definitely conscious. They have brains, central nervous systems, but plants who might have some vague way of of being conscious, which they don't. It's like it's just ridiculous. Yeah, Bill, I'm with you. No more plant activists tonight. Yeah, Bill Seabury says here, Ryan, at this point, I would say anyone using the plant argument is just a troll and trying to derail the entire live chat. Ban them all, please. Yeah, again, let's look at the rules here. 1 second. No, number 2, no spamming or trolling. So if you're just going to sit here and just type in all day, plants have feelings, we've heard it before. We've heard this crap for years.
Cruelty-free. Yeah. Not to those screaming plants that you can't hear. They fucking scream, man. Right. They make noise. And they know when they're being eaten.
Plants are not sentient. They don't have brains or central nervous systems. Cows, chickens, pigs, all have central nervous systems. Animals, mammals have central nervous systems. Cats, I'm saying plants don't have intentionality. They don't have idle thoughts. They can't be offended or embarrassed, or they don't scream like Joe Rogan says there. So please, no more of these fake plant activists who want us to be compassionate towards the plants, but just start, but kill all the animals because they don't count because they're not conscious. We even had a knucklehead last week that tried to argue plants are more sentient than animals. So please, no more plant activists. If we see any more plant activism tonight, I'm going to go with what Bill Seabury said. And just please, Uncle or Peter, just block these people. You don't have any proof. So Colette, so you're saying you don't step on blades of grass? Do you have a gardener? Have you fired your gardeners? I mean, what are you doing as a plant activist? And we don't really care, actually. I don't know why I'm even asking your dumb questions there. So if you want to come back in the future, Calais, you can, but I'm going to put you in timeout right now. And what happened here? Where's all my live chat here? Yes, Peter, just get rid of the plant activists. They're ridiculous. I never hear them speaking out for the rights of animals who can bleed out when shot and cut, and they know when they're dying. They have brains, central nervous systems. They're aware of their death and imminent death and actual death. They're conscious of the slaughter. But plants, though, we should think about the rights of these little plants that don't have brains, central nervous systems, don't have feelings, don't have any emotional life because there's no brain to produce it. They don't have fear or embarrassment or anything like that. They don't have intentionality like mammals do. This is just ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. It's just some stupid thing that people want to say to make them feel better about eating animals. So they can argue, well, the plants that vegans eat is just like animals. No, it's not like animals. You really think it's like animals. So you're saying if you see a baby pick a leaf of kale, you're going to be horrified. No, don't do that. But if you see a baby slit the throat of a cow picking her chicken, you're going, that's totally cool. Yeah, no, you guys are hypocrites and liars. So no plant activists tonight. Peter, yeah, just keep blocking the plant activists tonight. I'm so over their insincere, unscientific trolling. And that's what it is. Again, how can you claim that something without a brain or central nervous system has consciousness or intentionality? Case in point, let's say we got one of these trolls and we found a surgeon who knew what he or she was doing and removed this troll's brain and central nervous system. Do you think this troll would still have consciousness? Hell no, they'd be dead. Yeah, trimming hedges is a holocaust. Having gardeners come over is a holocaust. I'm sure these people have no problems walking on the grass or playing on the grass, sports, whatever, on the grass. All cool, but, us vegans are the hypocrites, right? So anyway, yeah, good idea there, Bill. I'm glad you suggested it. It was just getting too many plant activists. I mean, this is so crazy, these plant activists. It's ridiculous, freaking ridiculous. None of them ever answered my question if they have any compassion for animals or a similar amount of compassion for animals that they have for grass and kale and bushes and trees. None of them ever answered that question. So they're just full of crap. Yeah, that brings a great question, Avi. Since animals have different levels of intelligence and sentience, which is the most sentient or intelligent plant? I'm going to ask the next plant activist. Do we have any more plant activists here? If you're still here, you can answer this question for us. We're dying to know, what is the most intelligent or sentient plant? Just curious, Yeah, they don't even care about plants, Heidi. They're just full of crap. They're just trying to say, well, if they can make vegans feel bad that the poor plants are screaming and dying, we might as well eat the animals who definitely scream and die. It's a stupid argument. Hey, Wujidi, you sent me a DM on Instagram. Let me see if I got it. I usually don't check my messages on Instagram, to be honest with you. It's usually spam. Oh, there you are. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, stay in touch with us, Wujida. Let us know. Let us know what your plan is, all right? Let me make sure I got your message here. Yeah, you can message me here. I'll keep an eye on the messages now, Woo. Well, yeah, if you're making a trip out, just let us know. We'll see what's up. We'll see what we can do. Can't promise anything, but we'll see what we can do. All right, anyway, Lolo, he's at me. Why can't we just respect all life? Yeah, who says vegans don't respect all life? There's why should we let one live and all the other die? What is your point? What do you mean vegans don't respect all life? What are you talking about? Are you saying you respect all life when you eat cows, pickens, and chigs? Cows, pigs, and chickens? Are you saying you respect, so you're saying you're respecting cows and pigs and chickens when you eat them, but vegans aren't respecting plants when they eat them? I don't understand. How is that consistent logic there? Just curious. And if you're a plant activist, we're going to kick you out of here too. So maybe you shouldn't answer that question. So, cows, pickens, and chigs. Is that what I said, JL? Cows, pickens, and chigs. Veganism debunked there. Veganism debunked. Ryan can't speak in a clear, coherent manner any longer. Yeah. Cows, pickens, and chigs. Yeah, what does Vegeta say? I respect the lives of all sentient life. Anything else, I only care about how they affect sentient life. Mike, what's your point there about Jesus and stuff? Just kind of curious. What is your point there? I need to do the veganism debunk thing. I was thinking about it there, Diablo Cell, but I don't know. Can we get a cows, pickens, and chigs shirt? We love the cows, pickens, and chigs. No, people think we're crazy if we have that. Yeah, Peter, keep your eyes on the trolls if you can, please. I appreciate that. Especially the plant activist trolls who care so much for blades of grass, but not so much for cows, pickens, and chigs. I said it intentionally that time. Mind's Eye Visual Guitar Help. Hey, week during football with all that? Huh? I don't understand what you're saying there. Turf getting crushed. Yeah, I'm saying plant activists, you know, I'm sure they're fine with football, and turf and all that, standing on it, running on it. I don't think they're sitting there, no, stop the NFL and stop Major League Baseball for that matter, and soccer, they're on grass. We got to fight for the rights of plants. I'm holding a sign, like, fight for the rights of the plants that are getting stepped on by professional athletes. And high school and college athletes too, while we're at it. And the kid athletes too. Yeah, Peter, I know they come back with multiple accounts. I've seen them do that before in the past. So I would say it takes us like 2 seconds to ban them, and it probably takes them a couple minutes at least to make a new account. So they can waste their 2 minutes. You know, we'll invest the 2 seconds to block them. Are you serious, Sean Cooking? Are you trolling us? I was interested in becoming a vegan, but then saw so many vegans on YouTube looking like they were deteriorating. I know. Are you watching a channel that whose name is VD? That's the first 2 letters. I mean, you know, that's what a channel abbreviates into. Who were deteriorating after a few years. Why did those YouTubers look like they changed so much? Because she picks horrible photos. She's done that to me. Do I look like I'm deteriorating for you right now? But just so you can put this in perspective, I'm not 20 years old. Yeah, if I looked like this at 20, maybe there's something weird with veganism. I'm 55, so do I look like I'm deteriorating to you? And while you're at that, let's look at let's go to, let's see, let's check out some deterioration here. Crap. Crap, my bad. That's what I get for switching browsers here. Okay, let's go to my Instagram here. 1 second, guys. Let me get to the right browser. I knew I was forgetting something when I switched from Firefox to Chrome for my oh crap. I can't do it right now. Crap. Damn, I was gonna just show you some shots of me on Instagram working out and stuff. Oh well. Tough crap for me. Damn. Oh well, I'm just gonna show off my workout pics. Anyway, yeah, our patience is deteriorating. Yeah, do I look like I'm totally wasting away here? What do you think here, Shogun King? Do I look like a 55-year-old who's just wasting away here? You know? Robert, yeah, we're not experiencing any flooding here, thank goodness. Yeah, we're doing fine as far as that goes. That's affecting other areas. Like Tracy, our moderator, she's had to do with some mild flooding, but yeah, fortunately she was able to keep it at bay. So what do you think about that, Shogun King? I'm 55 years old and I've been vegan for 12 years. So vegan really deteriorates us. How come I'm doing well? And you guys do, and Shogun King, are you aware I put my blood tests up on YouTube? I don't see VD or any of these other haters sharing their blood tests. So I have total transparency there. You can see that I'm not deficient. I'm doing fine. My doctors say I'm doing fine. I share my athleticism. I'm 55 and I slam dunk still. Not every day, but I can slam dunk on some days when I'm training for it. And I regularly post videos of me playing one-on-one basketball, beating players who are like half my age or younger. I just I'm gonna put it out on Monday. I beat a high school starter on his team. I beat him. He's 16, he's 6'2", and I'm 55, and he thought it was ridiculous when I told my age. He thought I was 30, you know? He thought it was completely ridiculous how athletic and fit I am for my age. So yeah, this crap, this nonsense about vegans deteriorating, that's just complete crap. Don't watch channels like that. They just find a weird photo of you looking like this. I'm like, well, look, yeah, I mean, I'll be sitting there, yeah, veganism is cool. I'll look like this for half a second. She'll pause it and speak over it for 9 minutes, making up a bunch of lies. I don't see how anyone could believe such nonsense. Hey, Johnny, thanks for the super chat tip there, Johnny. Thank you. I'll have everyone go to the push-up position till plant activists come up with an argument. Includes everyone in the chat and you, Ryan Law, inner army. Yeah, thanks for that, Johnny. Thanks for sharing that. Much appreciated. Yeah, we're off over all these dumb plant activists. They're not even arguments. They're just saying plants have brains and can see and hear and have feelings. I'm getting warm, actually. So let me take this thing off. Mike, the fountain of youth. I don't think I am the fountain of youth. I mean, I think I'm a decent version of a 55-year-old. Yeah, are there 55-year-olds out there that are more youthful looking than me? Yeah, totally. I'm just saying I'm looking pretty good and I'm pretty athletic and fit for my age. You know, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm like an incredible specimen, the top of the top, the best of the best. I'm just not deteriorating and falling apart like all these knuckleheads are saying there. But no, I don't calorie restrict. In fact, I never restrict my calories. I need calories. I go through so much energy. I play basketball twice a week usually, and other days of the week I'm doing resistance training. So I need calories. I'd starve and not be able to do all the stuff I need to do. So I don't do anything like that. Elizabeth, another 55 plus vegan here. I'm aging very gracefully. Thank you very much. I teach 5 to 9 fitness classes per week and also participate in cross-country skiing, karate, tap dancing. Go vegan dad. But vegans deteriorate, right? That's what our friend was asking here. What about all these anti-vegan YouTube channels that show vegans deteriorating? They're lying. I mean, some vegans do really stupid stuff like starve themselves, and I see them without even VD telling them, like, wow, that vegan needs to eat some food. She has to get off the juicing and get some freaking food down. Stop eating just carrots and eat some food. Get more than 500 calories a day. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ramsey. Yeah, I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm just saying, I know what 55-year-olds look like. I know them. I see my friends sometimes from high school, in person or online. I think I'm doing pretty good. You know, again, I'm not saying I smoked them all or something like that. They all suck and they're ugly compared. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I know when people try to say how I've aged rapidly, I look horrible for my age. I know they're full of crap because they don't know what other 55-year-olds look like. I do. They're not slam dunking. They're not beating high school, college, and sometimes even professional athletes at their sports, you know, which I do. Let's see, Ramsey, your mom is a 62-year-old vegan and you go snowboarding with her. Yeah, take that for some vegan deterioration there, huh? Oh, good point, Rasputus. Plant activists can't drink liquor. Ooh, next time we get a plant activist, we'll ask them if they drink any alcohol. Let's ask them that, huh? Let's see if they drink any booze. What's that, Jared? The only people who are actually deteriorating on that VD show are people who followed weird fad diets. I know exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying everything on her channel is complete nonsense. Most of it is, like 90% of it is. But yeah, she'll show some of these fruitarians who starve themselves unintentionally that look like crap. Not all fruitarians look like crap, but some of the ones that she's put on her channel before look like fruitarians that have starved themselves. You know, okay, that's their fault, you know, but I'm sure there's meat eaters who starve themselves too, and, you know, carnivore people who starve themselves too, and paleo people who starve themselves too. It's just if you're doing some weird, fatty, calorie restrictive diet of any kind, yeah, you might not have the look that you're hoping for. JL, right, you talk so big. Let's see how I'm feeling in 50 years, huh? I have no idea what I'm going to feel like at 105, huh? Let's hope I'm still around. I'm going to try. Jesse Peace. Shit, bro. I'm 34 and certainly not slam dunking, not veganism, just laziness on my part. Hey, I mean, it helps that I'm 6'4", but that still requires a lot. You know, I wasn't slamming when I was 6'4" in high school or college. It took a lot of work and you know, and a lot of training and consistency to be able to do that. Robert Bird, you have no issues and you weightlift 5 days a week? Yeah, see, you're not deteriorating. 105 is too many years, huh, Sarah? I don't know. I have no idea what things will be like in 50 years, huh? Bar Kindred is on the Food Network. Yeah, one of my favorite vegan spots in San Diego. They were on the Food Network. Awesome. No, tell me more about that. Shogun King, do also do the raw diet? No, I told you, I don't like the raw diet. I see way too many people on the raw diet who starve themselves and they end up looking like people that VD like shows on her channel of examples of vegan deterioration. No, that was raw starvation deterioration. That's nothing to do with being vegan. Let's look at the definition of vegan for Shogun King here. It's veganism. It says nothing here. It's a diet where you starve yourself and calorie restrict. It says nothing about that. It's an ethical stance against animal cruelty. And most raw foodists I've met many, 90% of them don't even give a crap about animal treatment. They're not ethical vegans. They're just trying to get skinny or shredded abs, and they starve themselves in the name of like eating only uncooked food for whatever woo-woo reasons that their gurus have told them. No, we're not into raw food. I mean, if you like raw food, cool. I mean, I start my day off pretty raw. I have a big fruit smoothie after I do my workouts. I'm not saying raw food's bad, but eating only raw food forever, that's just silly. Like, why would you intentionally exclude perfectly healthy food groups? Like, nowhere, anywhere have you gone and see a person in a tombstone and say, oh, they're here because they ate too many beans, you know, they ate too many potatoes, they died from, you know, legumes and potatoes. It just doesn't work that way. Heidi, Candace says bees are dying for almond milk. Great. Don't drink almond milk. There's nothing in the definition of veganism that says that you have to drink almond milk. You can have oat milk. You can have soy milk, hemp milk. I mean, take your pick. If Candace Owens, whoever has a problem with almond milk, don't drink almond milk. And they didn't make it just for vegans. Non-vegans drink it too. Yeah, VD even barely shows herself. It just shows you the hypocrisy. Because I've seen it a few times. She shows herself. Nothing to write home about, you know. Nothing like amazing, like, wow, she looks so like, whoa, you know. It's like just an average looking person, you know. Your bean farts are killers, food. Yeah, Peter, yeah, I tried raw for a little bit too a long time ago. And yeah, it's quite expensive and time consuming, like buying all the fruit and veggies and ripening fruits especially, so you have fruit available 3 times a day or else not you're going to be hungry, you know. So it's a lot of work, and I didn't see any huge benefit to doing all that hard work. And I saw no benefit of giving up perfectly healthy food groups, like I said. Hey, Apano, STEM, awesome. Thanks for joining us here. Yeah, but oat milk, Jesse, that's my favorite. Since oat milk got, not invented, but like put into stores, you can find it all the time. Any market, Trader Joe's has it, has had it for a while. Yeah, oat milk's my fave. I like it better than almond milk. I never buy almond milk. Yeah, Candace Owens is not an authority on anything, let alone what vegans do. I hate it. You hear this all the time. It's Piers Morgan. He says that too. Remember my worst, stupidest thing said about vegans in 2022? He's going, but do you drink almond milk? Do you eat avocados? Like, you don't have to eat those foods if you're vegan. You just have oat milk if you're really concerned about bees or what have you. Yeah, Michael, too many Morgan and Rogan bro sciencers with no critical thinking skills, no facts, just they're making stuff up. They're just inventing fantasies in their demented brains. And none of these fantasies are based on reality. Taylor, I don't recall having ever taken a vitamin K supplement before. Should I? Heidi, yeah, you know about that Trader Joe's oat milk? Yeah, it's nice. Totally nice. Wow, Sarah, you make oat milk at the house, have for years. Awesome. Wow. That sounds amazing. I've never even thought to make oat milk before. I remember we made some kind of milk in the past, a long time ago. I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was oats though. Could have been almonds. I don't remember. I really don't remember. It was like, maybe like when we started our channel, 2013, 2014, way back then. Yeah, Robert, good point. A lot of those vegans who quit and said veganism wrecked my health, they're under eating by far. Probably, like you said, they're 1,200 calories, maybe half the calories that their bodies should get. It's no joke. Like a lot of these people, veganism wrecked my health, they were skinny as F. I mean, so like Ravana and raw alignment, little people didn't eat that much. But nothing about them being little. But I just remember Brian Turner, who had like the vegan house. You guys remember that? He used to have those episodes on his channel. He said both those girls stayed with him at the vegan house, and he mentally noted how they don't really eat. They're just like sipping on juices and never really eating, and that's what veganism is, huh? Sipping on juices and not eating. No, that's not what veganism is. Yeah, maybe it was cashew milk that we made before in the past, Elizabeth. I'll have to ask Angie. It doesn't really matter. What's that, Peter? Vegans eat moldy foods. That's definitely going to make it onto the worst of 2023. Yeah, that might, huh? I said, yeah, remind me when I make my worst, stupidest thing said about veganism, that vegans eat moldy fungus foods. Like, wow, what kind of nonsense is that? Mike, is there a fat percentage I recommend as far as macros? No, I used to think more about macros more in the past. I just eat a balanced, sensible vegan diet. I mean, I'm just guessing here. Maybe I get 20% of my calories from fat. I had some avocados today. I'll munch on some seeds like walnuts. I don't go out of my way to seek out like fatty things, but I don't avoid them. So I'm guessing I probably get about 20% of my calories from fat. It's just a ballpark guess on an average day. Yeah, what do people think cheese is if they're afraid of vegans eating all this? They think vegan food's all this moldy fungus stuff, huh? Good point, Roz Putis. Yeah, about Piers Morgan, huh? Let's see. Peter, for some reason, Paul at Hinch Herbivore was doing a cutting where he's trying... Yeah, Angie mentioned that, how he hasn't been making content, Hinch Herbivore, because he's trying to like go through this weightlifter's cutting phase where he's like calorie restricting and it's really difficult for him. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't have time for this. I'm not bagging on Paul. I think he's an awesome dude, but I don't have any need to, I'm not a bodybuilder, so I don't need to get all shredded. If you want to see my muscle, there's a bicep, okay? But I don't need to get all shredded or anything like that. It's like, I'm a basketball player, and I feel sorry for people who feel they gotta do that sort of thing. But I guess that's a more common thing in like bodybuilding world, which I don't do. I weight train, I do resistance training, but it's all directed towards my sports. Yeah, Terry, great point. Yeah, you can use an app like Chronometer on your phone or on the web, track your foods for a day or a week, and you can get your macro breakdown if you really need that. Star, thanks for asking. No, the flooding hasn't been around. It's been more in central California. And we've kind of gotten off decently well here in a lot of parts of Southern California. There's been some flooding here for sure, like Santa Barbara, that area. Some areas near mountains and where we had wildfires this past summer. But yeah, out in our part, it's been raining, but it hasn't been terribly bad. So I think we're going to squeak by this series of storms here. Even though it's going to start raining again like tonight, overnight, while we're sleeping, it's still not going to supposedly pound us here. I think Northern California is really going to get hit hard this time. Maybe Peter, but it's that lady made it sound like all vegan food is made out of moldy fungus stuff. It just, like, what does she think vegans eat? You know, just weird stuff, you know? It's weird. Anyway. Hey, Produce Not Pills. You think bodybuilding is a horrible cycle to get into? Yeah, it does, as you say here. I mean, again, I'm not knocking people who do it, just not my thing. But one reason why I don't like it is it seems like a really kind of boring sport as far as the training goes. That's my opinion. You know, not to offend anyone. I just how I have no interest in it. But what you're saying there is true. It seems to a cycle to get into. It seems very disordered and unhealthy. I don't think it's great for someone's overall well-being. Yeah, just this whole thing about cutting and stuff like that. Like, ugh, sounds horrible. Graham, do I like products from corn? Once in an occasional while we'll eat a corn thing, but no. Isn't that made from some kind of thing like fungus or mold or something like that? But, oh yeah, I can't remember the last time I had a corn product. Hey, VLAM, how do I deal with family members who insist on eating meat, the very thing that's making them sicker and weaker as they age? I have to deal with that all the time with my mom. What I try to do is, this is very minimal, but when I'm with her, I'll take her to a vegan restaurant or a place that has great vegan options and order the food and make sure she's eating vegan stuff so she sees that being vegan doesn't suck. But to get her to do it on her own, she's 85 and stubborn and won't do it. Well, that's a good tip there, Terry Jones. Use crumble tempeh into chili as a meat replacement. Yeah. Uh-huh. Foo Man, you're tapping out. Down goes Foo. Time to turn off the mind, relax, and float downstream. Thanks for being with us, Foo Man Poo. Hope you're feeling better. Conscious Being says to VLAM, show them solid science. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't give a crap about science. We have people here tonight say science is bad, scientists are evil and don't care about you, and whatever. A lot of people just don't care about science. Unfortunately. Mantra Super Hetero. Oh, you're back. You're here? Well, thanks for letting us know you're here. You come back every Friday. What's your question for us tonight about veganism? Macho Super Hetero. Yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. I enjoy my resistance training. I do it Angie doesn't know. Well, she thinks I'm super motivated because every day when I'm not playing basketball, I go out into the garage and lift. And she goes, I don't know how you do. I just do it. I just something I enjoy doing, you know. But I'm not working out as a bodybuilder. Not everyone who lifts weight is a bodybuilder. You know, that's a very specific way of working out, very specific techniques. I don't know what they are and I don't care to learn them. I'm just getting stronger for basketball and surfing too. Macho, did you do something wrong? I don't know. Were you naughty? Let me know. Uh-oh, Shogun King. You want to turn this into vaccines? Well, I got a lot of vaccinations when I was a baby. I had no say on that. You know, they vaccinate you when you're a baby. So, you know, Diablo, so yeah, work out to be healthy. Yeah, it helps in the overall thing. I enjoy the additional strength and athleticism that resistance training has given me. It's making me a better basketball player, a better athlete. And since I don't surf all the time, I do certain exercises that keep my rotator cuffs and shoulders strong and conditioned. Yeah, there's lots of value to working out. But yeah, it doesn't have to be so you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 70s. Like, that's just a really weird, specific thing. Graham, that's pretty funny. Joey Nutty, is it possible to be a good person? Oh, what's a good person? I don't even know what that means. Without restricting dairy and meat from your diet. Veganism doesn't like divide the world up into good persons and bad persons. It's a basically a philosophy, a way of living which seeks to exclude all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. Well, I guess the question for you, Joey, is why do you want to needlessly exploit and harm animals? And I say that needlessly because you don't need dairy and meat. If so, I should be dead after 12 plus years and none of that stuff. My blood labs are great. My fitness and athleticism are doing quite fine for a 55-year-old. That's the question for you. I don't know if it's about good person versus bad person. The question is, why do you find the need to continually have animals die for you every day needlessly when people like us, vegans, don't need to do that? Just kind of curious. Yeah, good point there, Terry. Shogun King, what's my favorite source of high protein? Legumes. I eat legumes all the time. I had a whole can of beans today. I made all these tacos out of a can of beans. Beans are super high in protein. Tofu is a favorite one. In my smoothies, let me show you guys what I put into my smoothies. You guys who are hardcore know what I do here. Clean Machine green protein. It's made out of duckweed. It's very high in B12. Since you were asking, it has like 3 or 4 bioavailable forms of B12. And it has an amino acid profile pretty much the same of whey protein does. Actually, I have a coupon code for Clean Machine if anyone is interested. Our code is Happy Vegan. So let me go back to the live chat here. I'm sorry, I'm doing all these copy and paste things on right now. But yeah, use our code Happy Vegan and get 10% off any other stuff at Clean Machine Green Protein at cleanmachineonline.com. I use their stuff every day. Jesse, suggestions for eating while traveling without many recourses. Well, I'm not sure where you're traveling, what kind, how long, and where, but pretty much anywhere you should be able to find, ahead of time maybe where you're going, what kind of places are vegan friendly, if not full on vegan. But even if you're not going to a full on vegan place, a lot of fast food places will help you. I know there's a Chipotle pretty much in every town in the United States, and you can easily get vegan stuff there. Burger King, from what I understand, has a lot of plant-based options on their menus now. Even Taco Bell, you just gotta just make sure there's no dairy or meat and these offerings. But yeah, it's not that hard anymore. Or go to a supermarket and buy some stuff. So is Joey answering back here? Let's see what Joey was saying about is he a good person? So Joey, I didn't see your reply, Joey. So what was your what'd you think about me telling you if you're a good person if you still consume meat and dairy? Oh, there it is, Joey. Why should I stop and it gives me pleasure daily? Well, just because something gives you pleasure doesn't make it morally right. From what I understand, serial murderers feel pleasure when they kill and torture their victims. Arsonists, from what I understand, feel pleasure when they start fires and see their handiwork burning up. And rapists feel pleasure when they rape people. Just because something brings you pleasure doesn't mean it's right and you ought to do it. In all these cases, there's victims. If you're raping someone, there's victims. If you're an arsonist, there's victims. There's people, there's animals. If you're murdering people, there's victims. And when you are eating your animal products, there's victims. You're violating the rights of other beings who didn't want to die for Joey, whatever your name is here, Nutty, Joey Nutty. They didn't say, hey, Joey Nutty's such a cool dude. He's so awesome. I really want to die for him because he's rad. I want my life to end, or maybe I'll give up my baby's life. So Joey Nutty, no, they don't want to die. They're just like you. All animals want to continue living. They don't want to be put out. So there is, Joey. Just because something brings you pleasure, that doesn't give you the moral justification to do something, because many horrible acts can be justified. Well, it brings me pleasure. I get great pleasure when I go and shoot up a school with my AR-15. I feel awesome when I do that. That I'm sure a lot of shooters like that, but there's victims. Well, so what's your answer here, Joey? I mean, like rapists, child molester, murderers don't do it because they care. They do it because it's a law preventing them doing it. So you're saying like all these people I mentioned, like arsonists, rapists, murderers, you're saying you're denying that they have pleasure when they do this? I mean, yeah, I know there's laws against that, but they don't care. Despite the laws that would put them in prison or even the death penalty, these people still commit their crimes because it brings them pleasure. So I'm just saying, just because something brings you pleasure or a person pleasure, that's not a moral justification for an action that violates the rights of another sentient being, even killing that sentient being. So Joey, if you have a cogent answer to that, you can post up here. If you're just going to keep repeating the same thing about bringing you pleasure, we're going to kick you out of here. Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of poop flinging, huh? Yeah, Jesse, not everyone needs a law to tell them what's right or wrong, you know? Exactly. That's just ridiculous. I mean, you're saying if there was no law against murder and rape, people just, well, we all should just go and murder and rape because there's no law. It's like a free day where you can do all this stuff. Hey, thank you, Michael Askew, for the super chat there. Thank you.
Always love and always will your activism for veganism.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Michael. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, Peter, totally. I agree with you 100%. Do what you got to do, Peter. You have I'll give you full use of your good judgment to do what we got to do to trolls here. What's that, VLAM? Joey, Nutty, you talk about pleasure. Tell us, what do you feel watching how animals become your meat? Ooh, it's a good point there, VLAM. If Joey Nutty is still here, wait, if you haven't gone away, Jody, I want you to answer VLAM's question. I'll read it one more time. Joey Nutty, you talk about pleasure. Tell us, what do you feel watching what happens to animals, how animals become your meat? I would love to see or hear Joey Nutty's honest, sincere response to that. So if you're here, Joey Nutty. Okay, you have watched them be killed. And now tell us, how do you feel when you see animals get slaughtered, when you see an animal get its throat slit or have a gunshot through its forehead and bleed out and die? Tell me how you feel. Do you think, oh, yeah, nice. That's very pleasant. I mean, this is something I would probably see in heaven. I would, love to see slaughterhouses and animals bleeding out. It's beautiful. It's so pretty or nice. So let me know, Joey. How do you feel? You don't feel anything. Well, maybe that speaks more about you. Most people, vegans and non-vegan, just go ask a non-vegan how they would feel if they saw an animal get its throat slit in front of them. Could be a cow, a pig, a chicken, a dog, a cat. How do people feel when they see an animal get its throat slit in front of them or a bullet through its head? Most people don't just feel indifferent. If so, and again, I'm not saying this to be judgmental or to put you down or something like that. That's a sign of narcissism or a sociopath. If you have no feeling when seeing an innocent living being have its life taken away in front of you, you should feel something. You should feel horror or something, but you shouldn't feel nothing. If so, you might want to get checked yourself and you might benefit from some counseling. Again, I say this in all seriousness. If you feel absolutely nothing, you're dead inside, that's a problem. That's not a healthy, normal reaction to seeing an animal or a person have its life ended in front of you and bleeding out. Psychopath. Right, Terry. Jesse asks, how would he feel if someone was killing him for their dinner? He would say that's against the law, right? That couldn't happen. But it could. If you have a sociopathic murderer and they happen to get Joey Nutty in his web and pulled him in and put him on the table to eat him, it happens. It's happened in the history of humanity before this happens, Wow, so interesting stuff. And thanks, moderators, for getting a handle on all the myriad of plant activists that found their way. It seems like every week we get more and more plant activists. It's like, what's going on? How come there's so many? But let's see what Joey Nutty says. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it, but would blame them if it gave them pleasure? What? Okay, so you're saying you do feel something. Yeah, of course. What does it mean you wouldn't enjoy it? That means it would bring you not pleasure. It would bring you some kind of discomfort. It would bring you some kind of bad, negative feelings inside you. So you know it's wrong. You know there's something not cool going on there, having an animal die in front of you needlessly. You're not going to feel good. So I'm glad you're not a sociopath. Great, we can move on from that. VLAM, baby piglets have their teeth, tails cut off without anesthetics. 6-month-old pigs get killed in gas chambers where they're burned from inside out. How do you feel now, VLAM? Yeah, he's asking that. How do you feel now, Joey Nutty, about what VLAM said there? How baby pigs are treated before being killed and then the actual process of how they're being killed. I mean, this is horrific. See, Joey Nutty, this is what vegans are against. Let's look one more time. Oops, wrong thing. We're against. Oops, we like clean machine green protein. No, but we are against all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals. So having a pig have its teeth and nails pulled out without anesthesia while it's a baby, that's cruelty and exploitation. Have it killed through gas exploding, I mean, this is cruelty and exploitation. This is what veganism is about, Joey and Eddie. We're not some weird, wacky people. How would you feel if you had to go through what pigs went through? Again, it's needless. You don't need to consume pigs or any animal to be a healthy, thriving person in the world. Linda, 12.5 years vegan now. Awesome. Linda, you'll be 63 tomorrow. Right on. Happy birthday, Linda Stitches. Awesome. Happy birthday. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, just eat plants. It's not that difficult. Just what's so hard about eating plants? You know what, Joey Nutty? Unless you're an odd carnivore person, you're already eating plants. You're already eating what vegans eat. We eat plants. Just eat more plants and don't eat the animals. Don't have the animals die needlessly for you day after day. It's not that hard to just eat plants because you already eat plants. Yeah, animals are treated so poorly in animal agriculture systems. Sad to say, guys. Yeah. Your birthday's in March? Awesome, Peter. Let us know. Remind us when your birthday is approaching. Yeah, Carl. It's funny, huh? Growing up, a bunch of meat-eating people who are well-minded, often they draw the line at veal. But what is done to pigs is, yeah, arguably worse, huh? Yeah, Cruz, huh? Having to justify being against animal abuse in 2023, huh? Mind-blowing, huh? Terry Jones, I don't think, meat eaters even realize there are no male chickens, so don't even see that they are killed when born. Yeah, I think it's just this magical process, huh? No, just chicken lays an egg, or this is chicken meat that they get. They don't realize that a bunch of males had to be killed. Let's see. Yep. Let me stretch for a second, guys. Okay, I've been on an hour 45. It's about a time I like to take a little late live stream stretch. I heard Angie making something out there. I think she's maybe making a soup or something. Hopefully. Yeah, Jesse, it's funny how omnivores will turn their nose up at vegan food when it's all the same stuff they've been eating their whole lives, just separated from animal products. Like we said, just eat plants. It's not that hard. You're probably already eating a lot of plants. Just eat more plants. Get rid of the animal parts on your plate and put more plants on. The people think going vegan's so weird. It's like landing on Mars or something like that. Nah, it's quite easy. Yeah, I think Angie might be making a soup right now. That's just my guess. What's that, Terry? You live in a town where there's a chicken processing plant, and seeing those big chicken death trucks heading there is heartbreaking. I know what you're talking about. Yes, eating animals is definitely weird, Sarah. 100%. I mean, it is weird. I mean, it's not too weird to eat like a piece of fruit or a potato, but eating a once living flesh and blood animal, a mammal, that is weird. But yeah, nothing too horrifying by grabbing an apple. It is so weird, huh? And drinking milk is even weirder. That's what I try to explain to people. Like, what makes you think that adult humans need to drink the milk of another species? Remember, milk is made, so a small little critter can get a big critter, and you're drinking that, and it's from like another animal. It's weird. Like, what would you think if you're drinking rat milk or something like that? That would gross you out, right? Because when you do that, you think about it. Oh, wow, it's another species of a rat. But yeah, cows is as foreign as a rat is, right? Hey, Macho Man. Lol, I can't believe what I'm seeing. What are you seeing right now? Have aliens landed in your house and they're zapping you up to the mothership? Has Jesus come down? Like, what are you seeing right now? Is there a fire, a flood? Please share with us. What are you seeing right now that is so crazy? Jared, co-workers tell you that being vegan isn't good for you? How? These literally are the people who are obese. So yeah, being vegan, dangerous, but being obese and non-vegan, totally cool, huh? One just found out that they are type 2 diabetic, got your blood work back, no deficiencies. But Jared, veganism isn't good for you. Despite the fact of their diabetes and obesity, veganism isn't good for you. No diabetes, no obesity. So what part of veganism, I should ask them, so what part of veganism is not good? I'm not obese and diabetic. Just not being mean, just curious. Since you're the one saying this, the obese diabetic person, just ask them, what part of veganism is bad for you? Just curious. How'd I know about the aliens? I just had a feeling Macho Super Hetero was being visited by aliens right now because he said he can't believe what he's seeing. I'm trying to imagine why I would utter such a phrase. Like, wow, the aliens are here. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The aliens are right here. They're taking me back to planet Z-Box 7 right now, guys. I gotta go. Like, what is he seeing? Macho Super at Bill 100%. What are you seeing? You still haven't told us what kind of like amazing thing is happening in your life right now. Let's see. He's not telling us, huh? So Jared, your co-workers are telling you that vegan's bad for you. They're literally mouth breathers who get gassed walking upstairs. They're like the experts. So not only do they have diabetes and obesity, you're saying their fitness is like really poor too. But veganism is bad for you. Yeah, like again, what part of veganism is bad for you? Just curious. We have a homophobe, Bill? Where's the homophobe? Where? Because we don't tolerate homophobia here whatsoever. Who is being homophobic? How did I miss homophobia right now? Let me know. Let's stop what's going on. What is happening right now? Because we have zero tolerance for hate speech and hate people. What's that? Heidi Macho deep down wants to become vegan and try a date with Bill? Like what? I'm so confused, guys. What have I missed? Please explain to me what is happening right now. I have no idea. All right, someone explain to me, please, what is happening right now. I'm just going to wait till I see what's going on. Till then, I'll give you guys all these cool poses. Okay. The macho guy, oh, Macho Man. Is he saying anything? Yeah, the name is kind of homophobic, or at least like projection of like I'm toxic masculine or whatever. Like, look at me, my testosterone levels are off the charts. It's something like that. But What is he saying? He's not saying anything homophobic right now other than just his ridiculous name. Is that it? Because if he's saying anything homophobic, do you have anything you want to say to us, super hetero macho? Yeah, Macho's come back several times. Yeah, I think you missed him prior live streams, Bill, from the Laker games. Bill is trolling Macho with flirting. How's that going? Is that going over well? Yeah, good point, Sarah. If you actually have to come out and claim that you're macho, you're probably not, right? You know, just saying. If you're just a macho dude, you don't need to like tell everyone, hey, I'm the macho guy, because you wouldn't think I was. So I need to like tell you I'm macho. You're trying to get a date, Bill? How's that going? Yeah, it's macho to protect the innocent, if anything, huh? Macho, we're gonna just put you in timeout for now, just because I know if you're really helping the live stream right now, so you don't ban him, but just kind of trolling the live stream right now. And you guys know that trolling is one of our timeoutable things that we have, according to rule number 2 here: no spamming or trolling. Yeah, also claiming to be super hetero is weird. Like, what is super hetero? I mean, what does that even mean? Like, if you're hetero, how is that different from super hetero? Maybe he can stay. If he can explain what's the difference between normal or regular hetero versus super hetero. I kind of want to hear the difference. So if you're still here, if he hasn't been timed out, let's see. I can't tell if he's been timed out or not. I think he hasn't been timed out yet. So please tell us. Macho super hetero. What is? Just educate me. Tell me the difference between regular hetero and super hetero. I didn't really ponder it too deeply. Yeah, what about trolling the trolls? That's okay, Travis. You guys control the trolls. Joey Nutty, you're back. Joey, it's way worse to live human life and have to die from suffer old age and have to work the whole life. Okay. Do you have a point you're trying to make? I mean, are you just telling us some old proverb you heard or read somewhere? Like, what does that have to do with anything? It's way worse to live human life and have to die from suffer old age and have to work the whole life. Okay, sure. Like, so what? What is that? Yeah. Maybe we should time them out because that's trolling. That's completely irrelevant. Maybe if we're on some kind of proverb live stream or old age live stream or something like that. What does that have to do with veganism? Remember, veganism is a philosophy, a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practical all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals. So what does any of that stuff have to do with anything? So if you have anything more to contribute, more relevant, please start doing so, guys. Macho and Joey. If not, we're going to time you out. Or even block you. Probably just time you out. You can come back next week if you want. If you have the time over the next week to think of something up there and come back with some kind of cogent argument and some examples that are based in reality. Let's see. So we're trying to figure out the distinction. How is super hetero different from like regular hetero? So Daniel thinks super hetero lands on the other side of hetero. Maybe so, huh? If you're super hetero, you're like on the other side. I don't know. Let's see. Sarah thinks that super hetero equals hyper clinging and hyper clinging to it and claiming it. Jesse P, wouldn't that just be super masculine, not necessarily hetero traits? Let's see. Maybe so, huh? Yeah, the mods do work overtime here. I have awesome mods. Thank you guys so much, Uncle and Peter, for helping keeping this stream a-flowing. Thank you guys. Let's see. I think you guys blocked them all. What's that, Peter? This macho guy thinks you're not Moscow. You don't have a beard. I'm not Moscow, or are you trying to say masculine? I don't have a beard. I mean, I don't want to have a beard. Like, what does it say that men have to grow a beard. I'm vegan. Let's look at the definition here. Veganism is a philosophy, a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practical. Where does it say I'm trying to project the ultimate and super macho masculinity or something like that? I'm not that kind of dude. I know I'm a dude. I know I'm a man. I know I have male genitalia. I know I have high testosterone levels. I have, a beautiful wife and relationship. I mean, what do I need to prove or project? What do I gain from my life? I grow a beard and start acting really tough. I'm a tough guy. My testosterone levels off the charts. I'm so masculine. I mean, why do I need to do that for? I know who I am. Maybe the guys that project this super macho-ness thing don't have that kind of like comfortableness and honesty with themselves. Maybe they're feeling insecure about things. I'm just guessing. I'm speculating right now. I don't have any evidence to back this up. This is my speculation. Hey, Devin Banks. Happy Friday to you too, Devin Banks. Whew. Wow, a lot of stuff going on tonight. Who was asking about raw vegan? Yeah, good point there. Linda Stitches. Pretty hard to sustain raw vegan. I tried it for a bit too. Hard and not worth it. Like, what do people hope to get out of raw vegan that you just can't get out of being a normal, regular vegan? Remember, veganism isn't trying to have this woo-woo lifestyle of detoxing and cleansing and all this nonsense. It's it's not a poop. It's the wrong word. It's a philosophy. It's a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible and practical all forms of cruelty and exploitation of animals. So where would someone get from this definition of veganism? Oh, that means I could never eat cooked food again. Like, why would you exclude perfectly healthy food groups like, say, legumes? Why is steaming your broccoli make you more vegan? Or not steaming your broccoli, not even just having raw broccoli. I don't understand. No, we're not going to I'm not going to grow a beard. I know what my beard looks like now. It's all white, so it would make me look a little older. It would make me look more like 55 than I do right now. So that's why we're not going to go back into facial hair. When I started our channel, I was 9 years younger. I know VD is going to convict me for aging and therefore debunked veganism. But anyway, yeah, my beard's all white now and I don't think it looks that cool as far as what I'm trying to look like right now. I don't want to have this all white stuff on my face. I mean, not saying it looks bad on people. It's just not the look I want. That's my aesthetic. Just like I don't want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 70s, like a bodybuilder. That's not my thing. And I don't want to have a bunch of white facial hair right now. It's just not my look. But yeah, if you have white beards, totally cool. Totally cool. I'm not knocking it. It's just not the kind of look that I'm going for right now. Maybe later on, maybe in another few years, I'll just grow a big long beard all white again. But right now in 2023, not what I'm going for. Yeah, older guys are hot too. And I'm not knocking the white beard. I'll grow it out one day. I probably will. But right now, I want to keep my kind of K-pop thing going. Yeah, Cruz, that's a good point. Raw vegan is the keto of the vegan world. You don't want a beard either, Sarah. Yes, I might at some point, but not right now at 55. Maybe at 60, 65, I'll embrace it and let it go. But I want to keep my kind of, like my K-pop thing going for a while. Okay, Macho's back. So Macho, unless you answer my question, we're going to put you in timeout. So explain to me very clearly, what's the difference between macho, super hetero, which you claim you are, versus just regular hetero without the macho and super? What does that mean? Because we know hetero, what that means. What does macho, how can you be more or super hetero than someone who's already hetero? I just don't understand. What does that even mean? Like, do you like different genders if you're super I don't get it. I just can't process it. So please answer that question for us. Yeah, let him explain, and we'll answer some other questions as he's churning some thoughts through in his brain there. Is it possible to be raw vegan and not be super skinny, Travis? I've seen it. It's possible, just not that common. And yeah, why even bother announcing you're hetero for, huh? Good point, Bill. Like, who cares? Like, why do you have to pronounce to the world, hey, everyone, listen to me, everyone, I'm hetero. Like, I don't go up to guys at the gym, hey, let's play a game of one-on-one. And by the way, I'm hetero. In fact, I'm super hetero. Like, that's irrelevant. Like, why do people need to know? Are you announcing your privilege? Ooh, good point there, Bill. Yeah, River Moon probably means he's transphobic, huh? Anti-LGBTQ, probably? Well, we should ask him. He thinks being a caveman is progression. That's a good one, Diablo Sal. Produce on pills. I've heard a little bit about this story, so yeah, I don't know too much about it. Just kind of learning about it as we go here. Let's see. What's that Diablo Sal? If you are a real caveman, you should move out of your house or apartment into a cave and hunt your own food. Some of these people claim they do that, Diablo Sal. They claim, I live off the land and I only eat what I can shoot or whatever. It's funny how they end up on our live stream. Even though they seem to live in the most extreme fringes of the environment, they still have access to YouTube and find my little YouTube channel live streams. It's bizarre. Oh, sorry, you gotta go. How long have you been on? Let's see. Oh, 2 hours. Yeah, that's a long time. I should get going pretty soon too. I think Angie's got something going on here. But thanks, Sarah. We'll see you soon. I'm gonna have we'll have some new. Oh, before you go, Sarah, I want to let all the Happy Fan members know that Angie is making a new vlog for you guys, for the Happy Fan people. So if you haven't joined our Happy Fan, which is our channel members, do so. We have several levels of membership. You can just start at the lowest one. You'll get it. Angie's talking about making more content for you guys because she's tired of making vlogs where all the haters come and say all this nonsense that have nothing to do with anything she made in the video, you know. So anyway, she's gonna make it for you guys. So and we went to Disneyland, ate a bunch of food a few days ago, so she's gonna get that out to you guys next week. And I have my beating the high school basketball star video coming out really soon too. So anyway, just letting you guys know. And Angie's talking about doing more live streams. She did that surprise one on Wednesday this week for the Happy Fan members. And again, she just wants to talk to an environment where she's not going to get hassled by random trolls. And the only way to really ensure that is to have members only. So another reason to join our channel. I think it starts at like $2 a month or something like that, and you'll get access to that. So Angie's talking about doing that maybe once every week or every other week. So like, you know, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 live streams, Angie only, just sitting here in her office on the other side of this wall back there, doing her own thing in her own studio, talking to you guys. So yeah, join our channel and get the Angie live streams and vlogs. So anyway, so Super Macho Hetero is explaining this. Super hetero, besides liking only girls, I have strong voice, hairy body. It's impossible to mistake you for a female. Oh, okay. Well, that's really good to know. Oh, Angie heard me mention Sarah's name. That comment from Happy Healthy Vegan, that's Angie actually down there. I didn't type that. So that's Angie in the live chat down there if you want to say hi to Angie. All right, so thanks for defining that, Super Macho Hetero. So what your name means is that you feel the need to let everyone around you know at all times that you like girls and that you yourself are not a girl. Is that what you're saying? Like, why would anyone think you're a girl for? And I don't understand. I mean, don't you know you're a dude? Why is that a question? Produce not pills. No, I totally believe it. It's funny how when she said, oh, veganism wrecked my health, but I'm going to eat like an egg. That's going to help me. And now they go and eat steak and animal organs. They didn't have ever have an ounce of concern about animal cruelty. They just wanted to be really skinny and try to attain this optimal state of woo-woo health. And they didn't ever care about animals. And they shouldn't even try to correct her problems in a vegan way with the vegan gastroenterologist's advice that she paid to get. Anyway, yeah, good point, River Ruin. A woman with a strong voice, impossible, right? Like only men can have a strong voice. He's trying to say a deep voice, so he tried to lower his voice, talk even deeper, like super bass, low baritone or something like that. Hey. Brian, do I ever eat meat sometimes? No. Like, why do you even ask that? Just curious. What's the intent of that question? Just let me know. I mean, no, I don't ever eat meat sometimes. No, 100% no. Never, no. So, and since I answered your question, please let me know the intent of even asking such a question. Do you think I look so great or I'm so healthy and athletic? The only thing that would explain that is I'm not vegan? Is that what you're asking? Let me know what the intent is. Heidi does like a deep voice. Good thing. I do have a deep voice. Even though the haters say I have a high voice, it's because I can project higher. When I get pissed, I can go high, but I have a baritone voice. Again, I'm a musician. I understand the ranges of the male voice. I don't have a tenor voice. Brian, have I never braked and like seen some non-vegan food and ate it? Never. No. Like, are you trying to say that vegans are resisting meat using their willpower? Are you saying like vegans are attracted to meat, but we see it, we smell it, and we really want to eat it, right? Is that what you're thinking? But we use our willpower. We have such strong willpower that we're able to resist the temptations. Is that what you're saying there, Brian, if I understand your question? I'll answer. Hey, AJ, Atomic Vegan. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you for your super kind super chat tip there. And if Angie wasn't already making us dinner, I think, I'd go out and get us some burritos again like we did last Friday. So thank you so much, Atomic Vegan. Much appreciated. In fact, we'll just put that to the bill we ran up at the members only vlog that Angie's filming, about to edit, but that we filmed at Disneyland the other day. We bought some good food there once again. Well, thank you so much, AJ. So yeah, Brian, no, we don't, we're not attracted to meat. I've said this many times. When I see meat, it's like, it's like the same thing as poop. The poop and meat are things that repulse me, disgust me, and I don't consider them as candidates as things that I will intentionally put into my mouth and start consuming as food. No, meat is poop. No attraction to either. Brian, mostly men who claim to be vegan are just doing it because their wife is doing it, but they eat meat sometimes when they're hungry. Nope, they're not vegan. Well, maybe their wife's trying to get them to reduce their meat consumption or something. But no, if you believe, as vegans do, that it's wrong to exploit animals, cruelty to animals is wrong, why would I want to do something that goes against what I believe in? I mean, if you believe it's wrong to harm animals, why would you not be vegan? That's my whole point. It goes against everything that vegans stand for. Like, no, when I'm hungry, I'll eat plants. I eat food. Like, no, like, and you're saying like, it would be convenient for me to find meat. There's no meat in this house. There's no dairy in this house. It's just no way. Even if I wanted to, just go eat some meat. Good questions though, but no, I have no attraction. First of all, I have no attraction to it. It's disgusting. It's gross. I told you, it's in the same category as poop. Disgusting things that I don't consider ever to put into my mouth. Carl says he's vegan and his wife is not vegan, so go figure that. Brian, is she forcing you? Just to be honest, no need for the lies. The vegan cult isn't watching. What should I do with this Brian guy? He's like being insulting now. It's insisting that I'm lying. What am I lying about, Brian? You're on thin ice here right now, because if we go to the rules of our channel, you're attacking and harassing, insisting that I'm lying. So these are rules to get you banned. So you better answer right now. Exactly. What am I lying about? Please tell me, what am I lying about? And no one's forcing me to be vegan. No one's forcing me to believe it's wrong to be cruel to animals. Just like no one's forcing me to believe it's wrong to shoot up a school. You know, these are just wrong things. Right, Bill saying you have a large troll-sized trash can for Brian. So I want to hear what Brian says I'm lying about, and then we'll figure out what to do with Brian then. So I've made my chess move. Now I'm waiting to see your response to see how I'm going to respond. That you don't eat meat. Admit you hide it under your bed and eat with your friends. Hey, Navishi, thank you so much for your super chat tip there. Thanks so much. Wow, very generous of you and Atomic Vegan and Michael for the last three. Those are really generous ones. Thanks so much, guys. Brian, no, I don't eat meat. I'm not attracted to meat. It's disgusting. And to insist that I'm hiding under my bed is your ultimate trolling here. So, yeah, can one of our moderators, such as Angie or Uncle or Peter, please block him for violating rule number 2 here, trolling. You're just completely trolling. No, I don't eat meat. I understand. What part about no do you not understand? What part about it's the same as poop to me do you not understand? I don't know how I can speak more clearly to you. I'm not attracted to meat. Why would I be attracted to something I'm disgusted by? You know, it makes no sense. Anyway. So, bye, Brian. Thank you guys for getting rid of Brian. Thank you, Uncle. No, we just timed him out. No, I want you guys to ban him. So if Brian comes back and he goes on with more nonsense about how I'm lying about eating meat because I'm being forced to be vegan by my wife, please just block him. But yeah, if he can come back and be civil, maybe he'll come back next week and be civil. But if he comes back tonight and keeps up with the trolling, we're going to ban him completely. Because he's been warned. These are the rules. Don't troll. Rule number 2. Yeah, Jen, I'm like you. I don't remember what burgers or steak taste like. It's only been 12 years for me, but 21 for you. I mean, if I do want a burger, we can go to the market and buy a Beyond Burger or go to Veggie Grill and get some Beyond Burgers or something like that. So if I really need to have a burger, which I don't even like vegan burgers all that much, let alone a meat burger. Okay, soup is on, so dinner is handled. All right, ING, I thought you were making us some kind of dinner situation because I heard some chopping and I think I smell something a little bit. Cool, so I'll be ready for how much longer for the soup would you estimate, Angie? Just kind of curious because I'm starting to feel some hunger again after all of that massive taco feast I had before the live stream. AJ's going? Is AJ splitting? Let's see. Or is no? I don't know. I don't know who's leaving. I'm tripping here. Okay, not long. Okay, thanks for pointing out, Angie. I will. Let's see. I've been on 2 hours and 12 minutes. So yeah, I'll be done before 2.5 hours. 20 minutes at the extreme end there. You're staying okay. So I'm just letting you guys know I'll be done within 20 minutes. Unless something amazing happens. If someone comes here and changes live stream history forever, we'll stick with it. But other than that, I'll probably be gone in 20 minutes because I'm hungry. I'm not hangry. I'm just hungry. You're super full, Diablosa. I want to be that person, the super full. Fortunately, I'm not starving because I told you I really feasted up before. Oh, you can bring me a bowl? Okay, that'd be cool. See, I can talk high when I want to. I'm not afraid of appearing feminine if I project my voice up a little higher to emphasize a point or word or something like that. I'm completely comfortable with my masculinity. If I project my voice high for a second or two, I don't fear that, oh my God, I don't like Angie or girls or women anymore or something. I don't have that. I'm not, what's the word? Insecure about myself. Jay, are you saying we didn't change live streaming history tonight? I don't know. You guys can be the judge of that. I'm just saying something that just comes like, you know, some person comes on where our minds are blown like, whoa, they're schooling us on veganism. Whoa. Yeah, it might be hard to eat the soup on screen. You're right. Very slurpy. And I don't want to get it all over my nice microphone. Our nice microphone here for that matter. Let's see. Let's see. Some guys asking about my voice. I don't know what the top note is I can sing, to be honest with you. Let me see. Let me grab a guitar right now. We'll figure it out. Like, are we talking about falsetto or chest voice? Let's see. What was that? A sharp. Let me go up let's see, to D sharp. See, D sharp. Let's see. How about so I have to get to D, I have to go in falsetto. How about a B? C. That's getting tough now. So I don't have a high voice. Definitely don't have a high voice. I wasn't trying to sing nicely there. I was just trying to test my range there. I know I can look online. They have like, you know, they show like on a piano keyboard the range of like bass, baritone, tenor, and yeah, I'm in a baritone range. I wish I had a tenor. I love tenor voices. Tenor voices rock. My favorite male singers are not baritones, even though there's some great baritone singers out there. Whatever, learn to do heavy metal screams. No. I want to keep my throat intact. I could do some soup slurping ASMR. Then everyone's going to complain. I didn't realize how many people are triggered by slurping sounds. I don't even think I slurp that badly. I see people that really slurp, and I go, wow, I don't know how they're getting away with it. We make one little slurp on our trying food videos, and we get all these people to get pissed off at it. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. Carl, I'm definitely a baritone. You're a tenor. See what I'm talking about, Carl? I'm a baritone. I hate when these people come, you have this high, feminine, vegan voice. Like, no, I wish I did. That'd be so awesome. I wish I had a tenor voice. So nice try to insult me, but you're actually dealing with a professional musician here who knows vocal ranges. Linda Stitches, you're an alto. You have a deep voice. Who am I? What? You're a alto, but not a good one. Yeah, tenors can sound. I'm just jealous, maybe because I'm a lower voice, but I love tenor voices. Usually, that's when I hear a dude that sings really well. It's usually a tenor. AJ, you're an alto. At least you were in your college choir. You probably still are. I don't think vocal range changes that much. Huh? I never heard of them. Bill. By Camelot, a song called Abandoned with Roy Khan. All right, I'll look that up on YouTube and see what you're talking about there. Slurp in what key, huh? All right. One of our trolls is back. Can you guys get meat is the key? And again, like I said, it takes you guys, 2-3 minutes to make a new YouTube account, and it takes us maybe 2-3 seconds to ban you guys. So, I'm gonna sneeze because of debunk. Okay. That was a great face for VD, huh? Did you see me come out? I went like that for a second. So VD, I gave you some good raw material there. Make up some more nonsense about me. Floor Jansen. No, I have not. Who's your favorite band, favorite song of all time? I have many different bands I listen to, different genres. I don't have a favorite song of all time, to be honest with you. And I just love music. So to say this is my favorite song I've ever heard, this doesn't exist. What's that, Uncle? You have a structured settlement and you need cash now? What are you talking about, Uncle? What did I miss? DL Blessel, it's cool, huh? Good question here. It's a bit weird why these trolls never give up and make new accounts. Like, why they just want to get banned? Again, like I said, we can ban them quicker than they can create accounts. It's a losing war. If you can do the mathematics, you'll see it's a losing proposition. Kind of like the computer in war games. It learned it's not worthwhile to do global thermonuclear warfare. It's a losing proposition. Same with creating these dumb troll accounts. Song MLF. I understand veganism is a philosophy. Cool. All right, we're on a great start then. I get all that. Would you consider a show on a healthy versus an unhealthy vegan diet? So you're saying that what we represent is an unhealthy vegan diet? Is that what you're saying in Song MLF? Am I understanding you right? Let me show you what we eat day in and day out. What we show on our vlogs when we're at home. Not going outside. Yeah, when we leave the house, we don't bring our food with us in Tupperware. Restaurants, don't serve that best stuff all the time. But fortunately, we're not rich and we don't eat outside of the house all that often. So this stuff is unhealthy, you're saying? Like, what's so unhealthy about whole food plants? Song MLF, can you explain to me what's unhealthy about whole food plants? This is our food diary. This is how we've been eating like the past 4 years, maybe. I'd like to know what is unhealthy about eating legumes and vegetables and grains and stuff like that. Just kind of curious. Maybe you can educate me. Maybe we're going to make live stream history right now. I'm going to learn that all these foods I've been eating day in and day out for the past 4 years are horrible. They're wrecking my health. When I go to the doctors, they're worried about me because I'm eating so many whole food plants. Look at the first meal here, Tuscan kale pilaf. Let's see, we got some white beans, got some grains here in the form of wild and brown rice, got some sun-dried tomatoes, some kale. So yeah, I'd like to know, Song MLF, what should I be eating? Like Beyond Burgers or something? Like, I want to know. I think he wants to know on Vice what makes a healthy vegan diet. Oh, just follow our books here, Song MLF. That's sorry, I didn't understand. I thought you were trying to shoot some arrows at us, because some people, if I got a little aggressive there, it's just because in the past like 3 days, someone was attacking us for posting all these unhealthy foods and stuff like that. Like, this is how we eat day in and day out. Yeah, of course we go to a restaurant, they're not going to have our recipes. It's unreasonable, but this is how we eat. So yeah, eat whole food plants. Start with our book here. If you want to get a link to our book, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. Here's our books. In fact, if you want to get a book right now, actually, we have a discount going on right now for our books. On shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, you can use our code for Veganuary. You can save $10 on the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. I posted it down there. Use code HAPPY35 and get 35% off, which is $10 off our $25 books. And you can also apply it to a few things we have on the site as well. So a few t-shirts, some of our music, compact discs. So check it out. It's good for all of January. Happy 35. There's a great place to start for you. If you're looking for some healthy food ideas, you can get the ebooks for 35% off, the cook printed books, all there for you. So check it out. I think this is humorous trolling, right? Walmart version. Plants are the most unhealthy food in the world. They give you nothing and they make you lose your eyesight. You're joking, right? You gotta be joking, right? Why deny facts? Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, if you eat plants, your eyesight goes away. It's like, when I went to the eye doctor, they said, Ryan, if you really want your vision to like self-correct, go carnivore, because that's what science has been shown to like improve vision and keep your vision perfect forever. All these people you see here needing glasses, Ryan, they're all eating tons of plants. That's why their vision's not perfect. Yeah. Song MLF. What is this not AR? What does that mean? Yeah, Carl Baum. Ryan wears glasses. Veganism debunked. Yeah, veganism got debunked. Ryan wears glasses. Oh my God. Yeah. All the people you see at the doctors with glasses on, the eye doctors, it's because they're vegan, right? Yeah, veganism debunked. Eyeglasses. Yep, you got it. Okay, so Song MLF talking about our Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Not at all. Just that seed oils are not good. Well, if you don't like seed oils, guess what? Our book is oil free. So what do you say to that, Song MLF? If you're looking for whole food plants rather than processed foods and you don't like oils, our recipes are oil free. So Song MLF, please tell me now, what do you have to say? Whole food plants, no oils, since you are not an oil fan. So what do you think? I want to know, Song MLF. Answer my question. Yeah, I wore glasses like when I was, I think like third grade, I think, is the first time I went to the optometrist because I thought I might need glasses. So yeah, I never even heard of vegan back then. Yeah, thanks for timing out that Walmart guy. He's clearly trolling. And if he comes back and says the same crap, block him. But I thought he was just joking at first. I thought it was one of us joking around, but it turns out, no, he's serious. Ryan probably eats pretty clean. I eat decently clean, Robert. In the home, I eat pretty damn clean. When I leave the home, like I said, I don't expect the cleanliness or the perfection of like what we eat in here. Not necessarily what we eat is perfect. I'm talking about the healthy whole foodiness of what we eat here. I don't expect restaurants to comply with that philosophy as well, So, but that's a good thing we're not rich and we don't go out and eat all the time. Harmony Plant says his or her eyesight has actually improved since becoming vegan. So yeah, veganism not debunked. Carl Bond's been oil-free for 5 years. Your health is amazing. Eliminated angina. Am I pronouncing that right? Let's see. What does David Lee Roth and Van Halen have to do here? Yeah, Robert, it is hard to play sport eating crap, especially if you're over the age of 30. I've seen friends of mine who are like, in their 20s eating like crap, and they get away with it. But as soon as they turn 30, I saw them not being as athletic and starting to get a little more heavy looking. You only can do that for so long. Let's see. I'm really starting to smell Angie's food out there now. I'm starting to get crazy. So where's our friend that was complaining about the seed oils? And I assured him our book doesn't have any seed oils. Where did you go? I want you to answer my question. Let's see. You guys are talking about black rice. Yeah. Hey, wild rice is something to treat yourself with as well too. Pretty easy to find nowadays. A little more expensive, but yeah, we don't eat it every day. What's up, Peter? If we ever come to Victoria, there's a restaurant we can visit that's mostly whole foods, and it's been around for 32 years. Yeah, it's my kind of vegan restaurant. The ones that are old school and have what Angie and I jokingly and lovingly refer to as hippie food. You guys know what I'm talking about, like, simple whole foods like beans and avocados and potatoes and some sprouts and greens, stuff like that. Yeah, we love that kind of old school hippie vegan stuff because it's the closest to how we eat at home, rather than all this weird processed, weird fake meat stuff. Do we use olive oil, Yannicki? No, we have some avocado oil that we use sometimes. I think Angie uses it mainly when making a stir fry to keep the pan from getting all sticky. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're very low oil. I wouldn't say we're no oil because obviously we get some when we leave the house. But in the home, yeah, very rarely in some avocado oil. But yeah, my cardiologist said olive oil is great too. We just haven't needed to buy any. We go through our avocado oil so slowly that we haven't had to buy any new oil in a while. Bob Hill, good evening, but I'm going to be going really soon, Bob. You can watch the replay, but this live stream is going to end pretty soon. Unless you're leaving, Bob. I thought you just got here. Graham, vegan junk food is your weakness? Hey, don't worry. Being vegan, as you know, has nothing to do with being healthier. You can eat vegan junk food all you want, so don't worry about it, Graham. Unless you really want to get super cleaned up and healthy or something like that, then yeah, no worries about it. Let's see, that restaurant you're talking about, Peter. Green Cuisine has been around for 32 years. It's not oil-free, but it doesn't have that much oil. Yeah, Uncle, it kind of reminds me of that place over by you. What's that called? What's that place, that little place called over by where you live at? The Spot or the Shack or something like that? The Spot, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's an old school hippie restaurant, It's like, it was vegetarian, back before there was vegan restaurants. Yeah, simple whole food recipes. We should meet up there sometime. Yeah, vegan junk is the best junk though. Hey, Walmart is back. Awesome. Animals have eyes. Therefore you gain their natural eyesight. Like, what are you talking about? Also, just because you had glasses before, going vegan, that doesn't prove anything. It can affect the past as well. You debunked veganism. I have glasses. Oops. You did it. You debunked it. I wear glasses. Veganism is debunked. Yeah, you got us there, Walmart version. You debunked veganism because Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, a 55-year-old man, wears glasses. Yep, you got me. Even though I started wearing glasses in 3rd grade, you debunked veganism. Congratulations. 2023 is off to a start. Veganism is done because Ryan, a 55-year-old man, has been wearing glasses since 3rd grade. Yep, got it. We got it. Thank you. What's up, Bill? You're telling me that some animals sniff asses? Oh, God. Okay. What's that, GL? Yeah, people don't get that we have all the same indulgences as vegans. Oh, yeah, we can eat anything. We got vegan pizza, vegan ice cream, whatever you want, We can eat all the naughty foods that non-vegans have. Okay, Song MLF, you're not trolling, just interested in the discussions. I want to ask you, so what do you think of vegan now that I show you that if you like eat like how we do in our book, which I gave you the link to, it's whole food, plant-based, no processed food, no oil. What do you think about that, Song MLF? You never answered our question, or my question. Hey, someone just bought our book. I think that, and they used our happy code, so let me paste it one more time. Someone just took advantage of it. Thomas, are you watching right now, Thomas? I'm pretty sure you must be, because I just put the code up. I'll put it one more time. At shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, use the code HAPPY35 and save 35% off. I put that up for Song MLF so he could buy our book and see how great our recipes are. Whole foods, no oil, since he's not a big fan of oils. And you can get it for 35% off. But yeah, so you just bought it here for Thomas for you got the ebook for 35% off, which you can do too now. So let me, that was you, Cheddar Goblin. Awesome, cool. I'm glad I could help you out there. So if anyone wants to use our code here for Veganuary, we're trying to get as many people into eating vegan during January, and this is, you know, I think our food's as good as any, if not better than most people's. Vegan ice cream is made out of chemicals. Well, last time I checked, like say Ben & Jerry's vegan ice creams, like say their Cherry Garcia, is made out of the same stuff as the non-vegan Cherry Garcia, except that the dairy base is changed over to an almond base. So are you saying almonds, chemicals? This is complete nonsense. It's the same stuff, and they just switched out the animal dairy base to a plant base. So if there's chemicals in the non-vegan version, I guess there's chemicals in the vegan version. So yeah, nice try there, Walmart. Shall we put him in timeout? Because it's obviously not going to go anywhere. It's just, he's flinging poop on my wall. He's coming here to my live stream towards the end, flinging poop. He's talking about animals have eyes, veganism's debunked because Ryan wears glasses. I mean, he's just flinging poop. Now he's talking about ice cream having chemicals. Yeah. I don't know. It's the same. It's made out of the same stuff, just no dairy. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let's see. Thank you. It looks like Uncle, I just banned him completely. Thank you so much, Uncle, for doing that. This is just ridiculous. Vegan ice cream, not chemicals. But dairy ice cream. Wait, no, vegan ice cream is chemicals, but animal ice cream, not chemicals? Like, I didn't know almond was a chemical. Yeah, good logic there, bro. Yeah, you debunked veganism once again, yeah. A piece of dead animals has over 100 chemicals on it, AJ. Wow, I bet, huh? Like acrylamides and stuff like that. Bob Hill, yeah, low saturated fat vegan ice cream. I've seen a few. I've seen some that are like have you heard of Avo? It's made out of avocado. It seems a lot healthier as far as the saturated fat content goes than a lot of the other almond or coconut. That's the worst, the coconut based ones. Peter, yeah. Did the Walmart guy know? Did you know that every food is made up of chemicals? Even water is a chemical. Like, oh yeah, vegan ice cream is made of chemicals, just like non-vegan ice cream. Like, how come every week? I feel sorry for Uncle. You know that you stumbled into my live streams and you're seeing every week how these these anti-vegans, I should say, are completely incapable of having coherent thoughts. I mean, they can't have a logical, coherent thought. They just fling poop on the wall. That's the only thing they got. And, you know, they never bring up real world examples, at least ones that are true. Like, vegan ice cream is full of chemicals. Like, what are you talking about? I feel sorry for you, Uncle, that you're exposed to the low level of the cognitive abilities of most anti-vegans. Pretty much 100%, 99.9% of the anti-vegans that find their way to this live stream are just like, seem to be barely alive, you know, as far as their cognitive performance goes. Yeah, good, Bill. There is no argument that debunks veganism. It's all just to rationalize exploitation. Terry Jones, just remember, you have Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia in the freezer. Normally, I would be totally jealous of that, Terry. Unfortunately, when we are at Disneyland yesterday filming the members only vlog, which you will see as a channel member, become a channel member so you can see it. Angie's going to get it out to you guys really soon. We went to a kind of a boutique ice cream place at downtown Disney called Salt and Straw. Some of you guys may have heard of them. It's like a small chain around the country. Anyway, during Veganuary, they have a whole bunch of vegan flavors. So we got one yesterday. We didn't have any yet. We're gonna have some tonight. So I'm gonna indulge in a little bit tonight. I found the one that had the least saturated fat content. That's how I decided which one to bring home. It still wasn't that great, but some are just like saying there's like death in a pint cup. There's just so much fat. So I tried to find the best one, and we'll have a little bit. And before you guys get worried, I haven't had any vegan ice cream, especially Salt and Straw, in quite a long time. Meaning like 3 months maybe. It's been a while since I had any vegan ice cream. Yeah, nice cream is good for you. That's bananas. Freeze your overly ripe bananas and crush them up in your blender. And that's really good for you, AJ. And yeah, we have that a lot in the summer when I have sometimes a surplus of overripe bananas, stick them in the freezer. But I don't have a lot of overly ripe bananas now. They're coming pretty green from the store. What's that vegan eating? Have you been using AI? There's AI that can make images and videos from your prompts. It's really cool. Yeah, I got to check out some programs that help out with that. Yeah, I'm kind of a proponent of some AI now since I focused on Chat GPT the other week. Yeah, oatmeal-based ice cream. Yeah, that's what I prefer too over the coconut-based ones. And I believe that's what Ben & Jerry's uses more often than not. Am I right, guys? Don't they usually use a almond-based vegan dairy? Yeah, I won't say the ice cream. I never said like the Salt and Straw ice cream is healthy. Just tasty, yeah, but yeah, I never would claim it's healthy. Just I don't know if I even said it in the vlog, but I found the least saturated fat one. Let's see, any more things before I get going here? I'm really being pulled into the smell of Angie's soup there. Okay, text to image and text to video. The future of entertainment. Yeah, I've seen things, yeah, where you can paste your text in, the AI voices will read it for you. Maybe I'll make an anti-carnivore or anti-meat eater channel. I'll just focus on people like VD and have the robot voice. Haha, look at VD there. She looks super unhealthy. Look at her. I'll make fun of her. Look at her. Here's a video of hers from 5 years ago, and here's one from a year ago, and look how unhealthy she looks. That's the robot voice that I'm doing right now. Maybe should I do something like that? Should I make some anonymous robot voice channel and pick on people like VD and do what she does? Should I do that? Let me know if I should make an AI channel picking on all these idiots. Get some payback. Angry vegan. Vegan Ben & Jerry's is obviously a health food. Should I do it? Maybe I'll pretend I'm the robot. I have audio tools because I'm a professional audio engineer. I can hide my voice. I can pitch it down an octave and harmonize on top of that. I could sound like Darth Vader on crack or something. I can do all sorts of stuff. Go watch Candace's video, Heidi. Where is it? Is it on YouTube? Does she have a YouTube? I know who Candace Owens is. I just don't ever watch her content unless I see someone responding to her nonsense. So let me know where the Candace Owens video is, and I'll check it out. Because that sounds like she could be a candidate for the stupidest stuff said against vegans in 2023. We're getting a lot of great stupid stuff already just in the first few days of January. Yeah, Dr. Bear. Yeah, I know. ChatGPT. I asked him about my bands, and he's totally wrong. He thought like my band Love Spirals Downwards formed in Phoenix, Arizona. Totally wrong. It's formed in California. It got so many things wrong. It thinks it's not sure the difference between Love Spirals and Love Spirals Downwards, and it doesn't know when we made albums. And we asked it, why do you think Love Spirals Downwards is from Phoenix, Arizona? And it gave the reasons, but they were totally wrong. It's just, yeah, ChatGPT, AI, artificial intelligence is not perfect yet. Maybe it will be one day, but yeah, we're seeing it's impressive, but it's still kind of stupid. Is Darth Vader vegan? I did mention Darth Vader there. Okay, I'll try to remember these things, vegan eating. I'll remember at the end of the chat you gave me some tips there. But I just clicked on an article, or was it a video that gave me all these options, tools AI I can use for AI to help me with my video making. Okay, Heidi. So yes, are you saying it's a YouTube video? Because if so, I'm going to copy that right now. Yeah, because you can't paste the link. But let me. So Heidi, yes or no? Is this a YouTube video? It's called "The Most Compelling Evidence of the Idaho Murder Suspect." Let me just go get it right now. So this could be my next response video. Let's see. YouTube. Let's just go to YouTube and let me search. Okay, there it is. The most compelling evidence of the Idaho murder suspect. Okay, I'll watch that. I see it right there, up there, the top video. So I will check that out. So thanks, Candace. If you think this is a good candidate for a response video, she's saying all this nonsense about vegan food, I'll totally watch that. Thank you. I appreciate you guys sending me these tips, because you guys are more up on what's happening as far as new videos coming out that, you know, are saying stupid stuff. So I appreciate you guys bringing them to me. And I'll respond, because if someone says something stupid about veganism, that's kind of my wheelhouse, right? I mean, like maybe like Mike the Vegan specializes more in health and nutrition or something like that. My thing is people, usually stupid people, saying stupid things about veganism. I know Mike covers that as well, but that's more my wheelhouse. So thank you, appreciate that. That's the content I really enjoy doing. It really enables me typically to use my critical thinking skills, which were polished in my education in undergrad and post in grad school in philosophy. So I really get to use what I was actually trained to do, be a philosopher. So thank you. So, what's that, Dr. Burr? Uncle, yeah, there was someone in the comments who complained that Ryan often times out anti-vegans. I responded, it's not Ryan's fault that anti-vegans usually spew complete nonsense and break the rules. Exactly. I just have basic rules. Once again, they're so basic here. Just be civil. I mean, a lot of these anti-vegans are not only anti-vegans, they're Asian, anti-women, they're anti-old people, they're ageist, they're hateful people. I don't know why, but if they hate vegans, they seem to hate other groups as well. They're homophobic, and often these guys you see will just keep trolling, or they fling poop on the walls. That's why they get in trouble. So if someone's complaining about that, it's like, I'm saying, how hard is it to not be racist, sexist, or homophobic? I mean, they really want to say something ageist or sexist or homophobic, but they're really trying to hold back. Oh, Ryan's rules are so hard. I want to say something really homophobic or ageist or sexist right now. I can't do it. He's being such a fascist. You know, it's like, I mean, these are simple rules. Again, these are the rules you follow, whether you know it or not, to not get fired from your job or to get expelled from school. These are the rules to engage with people in society in a way that doesn't have fights break out. I can't believe people think my rules are so totalitarian or something like that. Like, no, what you guys probably want is some kind of totalitarianism, not me. I just want to be left alone and be able to say my thing. Yeah, the chat would crash from all the nonsense, huh? Yeah, Dr. Bear, as the vice president of the vegan cult, you'll be sure to guard our cult's agenda ferociously. Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, well, vegan eating. Well, I have to check out that software, that AI program, that image one they're talking about. It sounds interesting. Okay, so thanks, guys. Vian Moyman, I'm gonna get going right now, Vian Moymans. Yeah, you can watch from the beginning. Nothing too bad but happened tonight, but we did ban a lot of plant activists. They seem to be growing in numbers, plant activists, but I think they're just trolling us, so we banned them for trolling. So other than that, yeah, I didn't think we anything earth-shattering happened tonight. Kind of a typical live stream, but yeah. Good to see you, Van Moyman. But yeah, keep the drinking going while I'm gone here. I'll just show you the definition, just so we can. So we have a reason to drink one more time before we go. I just learned that before I go, that we had a viewer who said she watched the live streams, and I want to bring this up with you. She said she was triggered how we have the drinking bell every time I show the definition of veganism, and she was saying that my drinking bell thing in this little drinking game we play encourages alcohol addiction, and I'm aware that some people have alcoholism problems. And I have sympathy for that, but I'm not encouraging alcohol abuse or anything like that. Or it's just a joke. Like, it could be anything. You hear people say that all the time, like, drink, she said it again, or whatever, you know? It's like, I just want to apologize if anyone is sensitive to that, but it's not a problem I have. So it's not something I'm trying to, like, hide from, like a drinking game, because I'm drinking water here, guys. You know, I'm sure most of you guys are probably not getting S-faced drunk as well, but I apologize if anyone might in their own mind construes what I'm doing here as some kind of promotion of alcoholism or alcohol addiction, which I'm not. You know, I consume very little alcohol, just on rare occasion. If so, Angie and I will split a drink, you know, 2 grown adults, you know, so if that is a problem for you, I apologize, but be rest assured we're not addicted to alcohol or any drugs, and I'm not promoting that lifestyle or anything like that. And if you need to stay away from these substances, totally cool. I have friends that are like that. They can't have a sip of alcohol. None. You know, they'll have bad things happen to them. But that's not been my life. So again, I just wanted to mention that in case anyone's been wondering my feelings, if I've been insensitive or anything like that. I'm not. Just, I said, alcoholism is not a problem for me. But I have compassion for those that do, because I know it's very serious. So I wanted to get that out there, guys. What's that, Dr. Bear? What? You make it clear that people could drink water or tea, whatever. Yeah, I say that too when I ring my bill. I've never said you have to drink alcohol. I understand that, but this person was triggered and she unfollowed us. She had a fight with us on Facebook. This is why Angie gets frustrated posting content, you know, just posting innocent content, and then people will just come and attack us, you know, just like, hey, we're just simple vegans here. You know, it's like, why are you being dicks and mean to us? You know, why are you attacking us? You know, it's like, anyway, people sometimes, not you guys, but just people can really get on my nerves. Again, I just want to make sure that you guys are cool with our little drinking game here. I'm not promoting bad behavior or anything like that. What's in the bottle? For real, it's water. It's my filtered water. Yeah, some people are so sensitive, and I understand it's their issue, not mine, but how do you tell them that without sounding like an asshole or something? It's like, I know it's an issue for you, but don't project that onto me. We're not alcoholics, and we're not promoting alcoholism. Yeah, people not only need to chill out, Lauren, they need to stop attacking us. You know, they just leave us alone. We're not doing anything wrong, bad, or immoral. We're not promoting horrible behaviors. We're promoting veganism. And we have a little drinking game. And once in a while, I will have a drink. Yes, I admit I will drink once in a while. I'm not totally straight edge, but I don't have alcohol in the home. We don't do that, you know. We do have a bottle of wine still from our trip to wine country a few weeks ago, before all the rain started. So we do have a bottle of wine, but that's pretty rare. Some folks need drama. We don't need that. So when that person left, it's like, cool, right? Angie and I don't need that kind of drama and negative energy in our lives, especially from someone who claims to be a fan. She says, I've donated on the live stream, you know, giving us some super chat tips and all. So she must know, you know, she's seen our stuff here. But anyway, yeah, I just don't like bad energy coming my way, because we try our best to not put out bad energy. Yes, I've had a bad hangover or two in my life before, but not anytime recently. No, I don't think I really drink enough to get a bad hangover. And plus, if I do drink, I'll be drinking water too, because I know dehydration is really, from what I understand, I'm not a doctor, that's a huge part of a hangover. Yeah, Dr. Bear, this person sounds like they have something that they need to work through, but don't project it onto us that they had an alcohol problem, you know, which again, I have sympathy and compassion for. I have friends who have alcohol and substance abuse problems who I know they shouldn't ever touch anything, and I get it, but that's not me. So I don't need to live like that, because that's not me. You know, you get it. I don't have that problem, so I don't have to live like they do. Yeah, they're projecting their problems onto me, which they have no business doing. I get it, but they don't understand that for some reason. I think they want everyone to live like them. Like, no, I can live my life, you can live life, and we all can be happy. Thanks, John. I think I'm one of the nicest guys on YouTube, too. I mean, I think so. Maybe the anti-vegans disagree, but they would just agree with me on an ideological basis, but they'll still hate me because of that ideological difference. But when we get down to it, I'm nice to people. And when they come on the live stream, I'm courteous to them, unless they're breaking my rules of how to engage in a civil, non-spammy, non-trolly way. Graham Willis, eat plants and drink water. These are the extremist beliefs I've ever seen them, huh? I know, that's what I'm doing here. I'm eating plants, fighting for the rights of animals, and I'm drinking water with a fake drinking game, with no alcohol involved. Anyway. But it's my show and channel, right? If I wanted to drink alcohol, as I've done a couple times, maybe twice or so. I think New Year's Eve, for a year ago, New Year's Eve, Angie and I shared some alcohol, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty rare, So anyway, guys, thanks. I just want to get that off my chest before I left and explain things. And if you happen to be watching, I forgot your name, the person who said they're not watching you. But again, no hard feelings. And if you feel like you want to come back and understand where we're coming from, and if you need to abstain from alcohol, please do so. I want you to do so. If it causes problems in your life, do so. But don't get mad at us for doing what we do here, because that's not an issue in our lives. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go on. Angie's Food's driving me crazy now, so thanks again for being here on my Friday live streams. It really means a lot to me. I'm trying to say it's a special time in the week for me where I get to hang out with you guys, and it brings me a lot of pleasure, and hopefully it brings you a similar amount of pleasure too, as it does for me. It must, because you guys come back and I keep coming back, so thank you. And thanks Peter and even Angie and Uncle. Angie was on for a little bit for moderating, keeping the trolls away, or at least timing them out, even banning them when they keep making these fake troll accounts. So thank you so much for keeping my live stream flowing, our live stream flowing. We're all here, right? It's our time. Our live stream flowing and as trouble-free as possible. I know it's a fine line, because I invite them to come and try to debunk veganism, but then they start trolling and flinging poop, and we have to keep that all in check. So thank you guys. Thank you, moderators. Thanks, Happy Fam. And if you want to join the Happy Fam, click the link in the show description, because Angie's got a new vlog that's coming out for Happy Fam only. And Angie is going to do more of her Happy Fam only live streams in her office for you guys. She did that surprise one on Wednesday to test it out, and she kind of hopefully worked out some of the bugs, and come back soon. She thinks maybe next Wednesday she'll do another one. So join. It's only, I think, $2 a month to get in for all this stuff. And once a month we try to do it right in here. Both Angie and I, channel member only live stream as well. And what's cool about these for Happy Family, we're trying to exclude people who are not, but what's cool about it is she doesn't want to deal with the idiots. She doesn't want to deal with the anti-vegans and the trolls. She wants none of that. She just wants to be able to chat like how we're doing right now, basically, without anyone throwing any crap or negativity or trying to debunk veganism or judging us for drinking too much alcohol. It just wants nice, friendly people, and that's the best way for her to have them filtered out so she feels like herself, comfortable and open with you guys. All right, guys. So we have new content. I have my basketball video playing the high school star. That'll be out early next week as well. And I'll take a look at this Candace Owens video. So thanks for sharing that with me, Heidi. That sounds like it's going to be a good one. And thanks, was it Dr. Bear or VLAM that sent me, I think it was VLAM that sent me the article about the vegans buying farmland and the livestock farmers being all triggered. I'll check that out too. I got a lot of work to do, guys. So thanks for everything. Thanks for all the super chat tips, and appreciate all your guys' support. Just not only just tips, but just being here for us and being so positive. And I can't say enough. So thank you guys. So remember, till next time, guys, it doesn't suck being vegan. Peace and much love.